So, picking up from where we left off, you all have been in Blingdenstone for a little bit, searching for, weirdly enough, immediately a way out. Grab your things and trying to find a pathway to the surface. Now, you met someone who can help you do some of that. Sort of smuggler, someone with some hidden knowledge. You've paid and were to return and figure things out from there. And waiting too long at the meeting place and speaking to one interesting ghost, you eventually discovered that there was a hidden passage at the bottom of the well that you were to wait for. Following it, you found a gelatinous cube or two, kind of guarding and ambushing people down this pathway, as well as a little hidey hole, potentially where the smuggler was doing most of his work. You found your money, and no remnants of the smuggler. Most likely, he has been dissolved and digested by the gelatinous cubes you were able to defeat. But in doing so, you have your money. You found some of his stash, that being some items here and there that are now yours for the taking. Additionally, there were some notes in here based on your investigation checks that you were able to find. So I'm going to put some of those up now. Show the chat. So the first one you find, it reads, "The sludge crown's playing politics now. He calls them gifts, says they're holy stones, cleansing relics, offerings of peace to appease old grudges and win favor. The clans are eating it up. One of the geodes went to the Stoneheart Enclave. They believe it's a blessing from Sigojan, Earthcaller himself. I don't think they realize it hums louder when people pray near it, or that it's bleeding power into the stone beneath the city. Nixedra, the Medusa, holds it close, says it's her eye that sees beneath, calls it sacred. She won't let anyone near it, not even her statues. Maybe she's guarding it, maybe it's guarding her. These aren't blessings, they're seeds. When they bloom, the whole damn city will drown." And there's a second note.
Wait, so...
The Pudding King doesn't kill everyone. That's the real problem. They go down into the old sanctum, merchants, envoys, couriers, some just curious, most come back. But they're not the same, they talk less, they watch walls, they forget names they've known for years. One man tried to feed his tools to a gelatinous cube, said it wanted to help. Another just sat in silence for a week, whispering recipes to himself in a language no one knew. They still eat, still work, still smile, but it's all hollow, like something else is wearing their skin from the inside. If you have to go, don't go alone, and don't stay long. He doesn't take your life, he takes your edges. Scroll on the bottom. One of them, Meryl. He just walked into the dark lake, didn't scream, didn't float.
Interesting.
Did you say these were stones? Did it say stones? They're the geodes.
It's written on the note.
Gotcha. I'm trying to read it.
Is Medusa here? Like in this world, close by.
Oh, I hope not.
That wouldn't be good, I don't think.
Segojon Earthcaller is the same name that was on the plaque to some earth elementals that we saw.
I think Earthcaller has our weapons. So Jen.
No. No, that was the person who has our weapons is Nomi Path Shutter.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they were in control of the defenses, or in charge of the defenses. No, Segojon was just a name that we saw etched on a plaque next to some earth elementals. Brainier. There's geodes? Huh.
I'm sorry to ask this because I left a little bit early. Are we still down in the well?
Thought we made our way. No, we're still in the well reading these notes.
Yeah, we took a long rest down here and everything.
Yeah, we found and barricaded the door.
Yeah, we barricaded the door, yeah. So we took a long rest, so we're all back at full hit points.
Oh, damn. Did all that work.
Yeah, all right. Takel is geodes rocks.
Yeah, they're basically like rocks.
Yeah. So we don't need to be touching rocks now.
Well, these are particular types of rocks.
Good question. If these are the rocks made of stone, yeah.
I think it's the rocks the Pudding King has. I don't think they're here. It's not these rocks, right? And I'm just pointing at random rocks.
No,
No, right?
Random.
No.
Are these statues? These aren't statues, right?
No. According to the note, they're holy
That's
stones,
cool.
like cleansing relics. They're offering peace to appease old grudges and win favor. So there's something about these geodes, and they were given to the Stoneheart Enclave, and the Medusa.
Yeah.
But apparently, according to this, they're seeds. So I can only assume that there's probably a power inside of it that's just waiting to bloom.
I'm more afraid of the Medusa part. Yeah.
And the Pudding King has a sludge crown.
Maybe that was a name that he was given.
It's the name of a person.
That yeah.
Well, I don't think anything's changed. It kind of sounds like the Pudding King needs to be outed.
But now I'm curious, with the note that we found, it's basically saying they take them down to the old sanctum, and we know he probably does something to him. I sort of want to see if we can find somebody that was there and see if we can actually restore their memories, so they can tell us exactly what happened or what goes down in the old sanctum.
Someone made it out of the old sanctum.
I mean, they go down, and a few come back up, but they're not the same. That's what the note says. So that means some of them just go mentally insane because of whatever he does down there. We just don't know what he does. But if we can probably find a person,
Where would the mentally insane be that the Pudding King would allow free?
I mean, if it sounds
So-
like they're just out and about, it doesn't sound like they're in a certain area.
Yeah, I would probably assume that he
but-
uses them because we've seen multiple people turn into the oozes. So maybe that's how the oozes would get around is by using the people or their bodies.
Okay, so they're possibly oozes. Now, how do we change possibly that into an actual person again, or get off information from it without,
I think if
squishing them?
Aurora uses, I don't know if she can use greater restoration, but I feel like if she could use maybe like lesser restoration at a higher level, she may be able to do something. But this is just a throw out idea. Because sometimes lesser restoration can solve things, or if she has greater restoration, she might be able to heal their mental state or whatever that got done to them.
Takel, you can add a point of inspiration.
Oh. Yay. Is that for the oozes using the bodies?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That would kind of be the only thing I would think, because it said in the notes that they don't die.
Oh, man.
So
Yeah. Well, it says like he doesn't kill everyone.
yeah.
That's the real problem. So what does he do? Does he basically just force oozes? I would hate to say down people's throats, and then somehow they just morph with their bodies, and then they have no control over it. Almost like a parasite taking over a host.
Who knows how they do it, but apparently they just. I mean, like it said, it's like they still eat, still work, still smile, and everything. So I'm assuming there's a lot more than what we've encountered so far.
Oh yeah.
And he's basically having them just blend in best they can.
So we don't even know how many people he even has.
Yeah.
That's the
It's just-
scary part.
Wonder if the city's still in lockdown. Do we have to go? Do we have to go
Or
talk
gods.
to people?
Yup.
Does your divine presence? Do you think your divine presence can um identify? I know you can identify fiends and stuff like that, but do you think you can identify oozes inside of people as well, or no?
My divine sense only works with fiends and undead. I don't think oozes are undead.
No, they're more like monsters.
You said beings as in human beings?
Beans.
Fiends with an F.
Fiends,
F-I-E.
yeah, fiends.
Oh, fiends. Oh.
I detect
More
human beings.
Yeah, more just beings of either the undead or just evil
Oozes
that work for the demons.
are specifically a creature type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too bad we don't have a ooze finder.
If only you knew
Just
an
walk down a dark
artificer
alleyway.
in Blingdenstone who created random inventions.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Takel.
if the tell is that they don't have any personality left and that they don't have any spirit left to them, honestly, that might be that's probably how we're going to detect who's what. If they're
Yeah,
just
but
kind of zombies.
I get that, but like in a crowd of people, it'll be better to know like, oh, that's a ooze, that's a ooze, that's a ooze, that's a ooze.
Yeah. Wow.
Because I'm trying to think about it like in a way like since we're going to go fight the Pudding King, we want at least to have at least a head count of how many oozes he has underneath his control.
My guess
Because
is going to be everything that's at the closer we get you can assume they're probably all in his control somehow.
Exactly, and I don't want to be taken by surprise of a random person just coming up behind me and just start eating up my armor. You know?
I think that they're all going to be with their. I think that we have to assume that they are until they
Unless we meet
prove that
someone
they're
who is
not.
shallow.
Say it again.
I said I think that we're going to have to assume they are somehow possessed or controlled until they prove that they're not.
And then what did you say, Daron?
Unless they're shallow. I mean, personality changes. They're not going to be enthusiastic, or they'll be awkward, non-social.
Yeah, that's true.
That's okay. I would rather err on the side of caution.
Okay.
We just need to find a way to get that information without
So yeah,
killing them.
But these
so there's
these notes open up a whole different thing, because it's talking about gifts and these holy stones to two different people or places, the Stoneheart Enclave and this Medusa, without, and this is the first time we're hearing about this. So this opens up a whole nother thing.
Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's going forward.
Yeah, we got to come over. So basically, what we got to do: one, we got to get our weapons, hide them long enough so we can actually
Yes.
attack the king. Two, figure out a way to get into the palace if we can sneakily, so we can take him by surprise. And then three, not dying.
What about
Number
four?
one
Finding
priority.
valuable information from Ooze spies.
I mean, I feel like Takel can handle that if he can make an invention that can actually, detect oozes, or at least not to know if they're close by. Then we can stay away from them. In the meantime, but we got to figure out how to get into the palace. If there's a good way to get into the palace or an underground way to get into the palace, because I feel like just showing up on the front door, he may be expecting us to just show up. Maybe not, since we just defeated some oozes that he sent
I
us.
wouldn't. You be careful with the ground, because you never
Yeah.
know. Underneath might be the old sanctum.
Yeah. Careful in tight spaces.
Yes.
So I feel like we need to do some recon and
Yes.
prep.
Indeed. I agree.
We just found out that if you ain't got no magic weapons, your weapons are going to get
And
ultimately.
he has more recon than we expected.
Yeah.
That's like eagle eye.
Big brother in the sky. R.I.P. Ricochet. I love you, man.
Okay. So what's the
I
plan?
went this
then?
long without a magic weapon. All right. Hey.
Hey. Went to Cracklestuck, Thieves Hollow. Many places had
Should we,
plenty of things for you guys to purchase.
I know. But I got
do you
one
guys want
now.
to go backwards, or do you guys want to move forward and see if we find anything on our way?
No, let's go back, because there's nothing else in here.
I think we've come to the end of the tunnel, right?
Yeah, we came to the end of the tunnel.
Yeah,
I
so
know
it's
that.
time to.
Okay.
I had
let's
to
back
kill.
out.
I had
Okay.
to kill my axe.
Do you
Oh wait, do I want to handle
you-
the axe?
do you think Nomi liked the Pudding King or not? I can't remember. Maybe.
I think a lot of people are indifferent to the Pudding King.
I think the
Because
Pudding King's only in power because they've got rid of this Andor, the absolute.
I think
Maybe
it
if we
was
can
just-
find Andor, he can give us maybe we can find that guy and he might be able to tell us
maybe those who praise him.
something.
And why do I feel like Andor is actually in the old sanctum, just being held prisoner?
Probably
Could be.
is.
Makes sense.
Well, let's get the
That
show
would be the
on
only
road,
person
guys.
that could probably get us the real info,
I'll start
because he obviously knew. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been, singled out for getting rid of him.
Mm-hmm.
I'll start unbarricading the door.
You push all the objects you have cluttered in against the door and reveal the tunnel before you. Hopefully, still clear of slimes and oozes. Find your way.
Orgoth keeps looking at the ceiling. Like, is anything, any more of those stupid cubes jumping at him on us?
Nothing immediately. You do make it back to the bottom of the well, where that little beast of burden is still stuck and sort of sheepishly sleeping.
There's nowhere else to go in another direction down here, right? It's just the well goes down, we go through the tunnel, and we hit the Smuggler's Cove.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dead end from there.
I'll
Time to go back up.
Yeah, I'll start making my way up.
Okay. Climb up, each one of you until you make it back to the top of the district of endless ghosts and of endless fog and random ghosts.
Ways.
Find yourself
This
in the
is gonna
ghost
be fun.
ways, and with a mission in front of you, where would you like to go?
Going back to the shopping center.
Okay.
Is that where we're going? I think that's the only way out of the ghost waves we know, or we're going straight into an unknown tunnel to try to make it out of the Underdark, right? That's our two choices from here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we don't have our weapons back, so that's
Yeah. No,
a tough move.
don't touch the ooze on the walls in this tunnel.
We're all set.
I'll do my best to lead the way.
I'll follow you.
I'm right behind you.
You guys
Ears
make your
perked
way to the trade district and find yourselves moving about unadulterated. You notice that there are people now walking about, deep gnomes, Snurfneblins, doing their own thing, back to trading, back to working. You hear the commotion of carts being moved through the wide open spaces, and things pick up as normal.
How much were those greater healing potions when we had them? When we were looking for them from that potion person? Are they really expensive?
50 or 300 gold? I can't remember which.
Greater healing
Price.
potions are 200 gold.
200.
200 gold, yeah.
Unfortunately, the price had just gone up.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Maybe I can grab another regular potion of healing while we're up there shopping.
Yeah, sure.
They're 50.
Potions of healing are 50. Yes.
Be looking for the sign that says Stoneheart Conclave. Or I'll nudge it. I'll nudge a person next to me also asking for that.
There's definitely a sign that says to the Stoneheart. It's on the north side of the city, and for those who explain it to you, it's deeply cultured within Blingdenstone history. One of the few places when Menzo Baranzan took the city that still held out and was never captured.
Okay.
So the reclamation of Blingdenstone again by the Deep Gnome.
Nice. a stronghold against the drow next door. I like that place.
Let's see. So, anything you guys want to do in this area aside from that, or
Yeah,
you guys want to make your way there?
I want to go to a sparkling
There's-
socket
Okay.
and go see
There's no
Grimble.
weapons for sale anywhere.
Yeah. There's plenty of weapons. What are you looking for in
Maybe we
particular? Weapon shop, or
Yeah, weapon
magic,
shop,
or
just
the
something.
magic weapon shop?
I can't afford any magic stuff at this point. I've only got like 200 gold, so something just to replace my hammer while we're standing around here.
I would
I'm
also
swinging a
like
pickaxe.
to go to the weaponry.
Okay. All right. So, what weapon would you like to buy, Orga?
Just a hammer, warhammer. You know,
Okay.
I'm fond of my hammer. Hammer time. So how much does that cost?
Let's see. Warhammer.
Excuse me.
Warhammer will run
Did I
you.
have a extra warhammer in your bag of holding?
So I had to get rid of it for my last creation because I needed to get rid of stuff to equal a certain amount of.
Okay, no worries.
So I got rid of a bunch of the mundane stuff.
Yeah, no worries.
Warhammer will run you 15 gold pieces.
Okay. At least I have something to defend myself with.
Make a charisma check to see if you said anything to make the price go up.
Come on, Orgoth. You're in a good mood today.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
As you get,
So
as
what
you
is
get,
it? 20?
as you get there and they start showing you the weaponry, not intentionally, but just out comes from your mouth. I'm surprised you folk, make weapons as big as you. They look at you and go, "Unfortunately, laddie, the price just went up."
And then I get angry. I stamp I slam my fist on the table. I'm tired of this garbage. Give me my weapon. I'm paying it. Here's your 15 gold. That's it. You're not getting more than that. Done.
All right, so
And
Mark,
I consider you a little dude.
And I say, what about me? And I wink.
I just stand over him as big as I am versus as small as he is.
They're like,
Tired of this.
All right, so you grab your warhammer, 15 gold. What weapon are you looking for, Daron?
Another axe. A good one.
What kind of axe?
If there is.
Hand axe, war axe.
I had a hand axe, right? Stone axe was a hand axe, right?
Stone axes were hand axes. That you were dual wielding.
Yeah, that was a hand axe.
You can use you can get a battle axe. You can get a great axe.
Yeah, I could if I could afford it.
It's up to you.
How much are your battle axes?
Battle axes cost you about 10 gold.
Okay, not too shabby. Are there any good axes that you would recommend into a battle of death?
Any sort of axe will do. Depends on the wielder. Let
This is true.
alone stone. Some of the weapons here we make are from stone, some from iron, steel. Just depends on your preference, really.
How much for an iron?
The same for all of them. We are in abundance. when it comes to minerals and metals. It's all the same here. Now, if you're looking for something more ceremonious, that'll cost you. And precious
What do you mean?
stone. Well, like if you wanted something made of platinum or gold, not as effective, but it looks pretty.
Ah, no, thank you. I'll take 2 of your iron axes.
What kind of axes?
Hand.
All right, here you go. That's 5 gold a pop.
All right.
So 10 gold. in
Thank you
total.
so much. Yeah.
All right. Anybody else here need to pick anything up?
Would that be the same attack, right? I don't have to like change anything.
Should be the same, yeah.
Okay.
What about? You have javelins?
Yeah, definitely. Around here somewhere. Yeah. You got a whole stack full of them. Don't really use them that much here.
How much for us? Do you have like iron, steel? What different ones do you have?
Most of them we use with light metal here. But you know, it really depends, you know. They run about 5 silver piece a pop. So,
What about ones that are good against corrosion and like acid?
Now why would we be looking for something like that?
So,
No,
the ooze keeps eating our weapons. So,
how you saying the ooze? No, it's just like sometimes corrosion. Cause we're in the Underdark, so it's moist down here. Things
need
get
some of
rough
that.
if they're not taken care of properly.
you got some
What's
fluid film?
Make a deception check.
who, me or
Either won't matter. One of you, both. As Ray just grins wide as he can.
Yeah.
Well, there's different things we could use. I do have some made of zirconium. Now, it's really highly resistant to those kinds of acids. Should do you pretty well, but I don't really understand the purposes. I don't have many of them. I've got maybe 6.
how much for all 6? The zirconium, is it like a thing that you just sort of dip the weapon into, or is it?
No, it's a metal.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Its alloys are highly resistant to some sorts of acids. Should do you well. If that's what you're looking to go up against.
Yeah.
Are we in the artificial shop as I look around?
No.
No.
Oh,
We're just
no.
talking about- yeah.
Cool,
How
cool,
much
cool.
for-
No, cool.
2 of those.
Each one is about 5 silver each, regardless.
Okay, I'll take 2.
Okay.
Leans in. How do you feel about the Pudding King?
Oh my God, Ray. We know. I turn to the group and like, we know we not sending him to get information, right?
As you lean in and they say that, like, things have been pretty well. We're grateful for his return.
Return? What you mean return? Like, he never left.
Thank you. And I give him a gold piece.
As the DM
Keep the price down.
Yeah, keep the price down. As the DM shoots Kref in the back of the head with a brain aneurysm, he remembers very often that the Pudding King was not always in Blingdenstone and returned here after being exiled.
Self-exiled, from what I heard.
Self-exile, okay.
Some type of coward.
I mean, you're not a coward. You self-exile yourself. You just say, "Hey, it's not for me. Let me step away."
It said he thought he was the wrong mold. It's weird. Just weird.
Oh, I get it. The wrong mode. Oh my God. All right. It's not even just the joke that I get. It's
I
it's
am so tired
referenced
of
everything
that.
now.
Yeah. Well, glad you're prospering, and I'll go ahead and walk on out.
Oh, sorry. What were they called again? Zirconium? It's like zirconium. Zirconium javelins. Yes. Let me get to.
Okay, so you guys have picked up some weapons to keep you going, just in case. What else? I know. What else are you guys looking to do?
Is there
Yeah.
any trace of this? We think this Andor's in the prison, so we already kind of think we know where that guy is. But where is this the Stoneheart Enclave? Does the guy know anything about the Stoneheart Enclave?
Yeah. Where would you like to know?
Where is it?
The guy
What
outside.
is it?
The guy outside said it was north, and they kind of uppity.
Did we not check to see if they were like, spies?
There's anything he can tell us about it that we don't already know? Hopefully, something, some sort of insight.
Make a charisma check or an investigation.
Takel, I'll give you my javelins to put inside your bag.
Keep piling them in.
For right now, because I feel like if I walk around with them, they'll take them from me.
I don't know why it rolled twice.
Until
I'll
we
take
get
the
like
second
back
one,
to the end, then I'll just take them out.
You don't get much more than was explained, other than a recap of what they explained to Ray a little bit ago. Was that on the northern side of Blingdenstone is get this if I say it correctly. The Stoneheart Enclave is in the northern side of Blingdenstone. It is in a section of the city that was not taken when Menzo Branson eventually sieged Blingdenstone. It held and defended itself until the Deep Gnomes took the city back. So it is
So the Deep Gnomes are going to be some sort of a potential ally in this struggle against the ooze.
You're in a city of Deep Gnomes.
This one already said he's a high old captain at the moment. So
Not very. Yeah, sorry.
So I know Takel
Or got
wanted to do
shrugs.
something.
Yes, I wanted to go to Grimble.
Okay.
I wanted to go see Grimble at the Sparkling Socket.
As you arrive on your own, you just hear just the sound of just extreme machinery, just like whining, almost like an electric shop. But how could he have electricity down here and in this time frame? You just hear machines just going at it, just repeating cycles of phases. As you come, you notice that you see these steam vents just pushing out of the cave entrance as you arrive, and he's just talking to himself as he diligently works on something.
I'd probably just walk in and be like, hello, Grimble?
Doesn't hear you.
I'm gonna God God, this is gonna be stupid. I'm gonna take my spider out and I'm going to send it over to him.
Okay. As it
Try to get his
clinks
attention.
and slinks on over to his desk, he's just burning in with a very sharp instrument that is connected by a tube to this forge. And as he does, he jumps out and just prepares a karate chop.
I'm gonna bring it back and be like, sorry. Thought I
Ah,
was
what are
having
you
a
doing
little
here?
fun."
Who are you?
It's Takel. You helped me with my spider friend.
When?
Honestly, it's probably yesterday. Not too long ago.
What was yesterday? What is today? He starts going through his. He opens it. He opens his desk, pulls it out, and goes, "I forgot to mark the days." And he starts marking X's off of the calendar dates. What can I help you?
Yeah. Well, one, I wanted to say thanks for helping with the spider. It was really nice. And
No, of course. It didn't go far enough. Now it goes faster. Farther.
yes,
Further. It goes further now. Yes. That's what we did.
yes.
You're the
And
drow we let into the city. Or did I let you in? Who let
no.
you in here again?
The people at the front gate.
I have to speak with them.
Yeah. Half drow. But anyway, I was actually kind of curious. Do you know or have an invention in here that could possibly like spot oozes?
He's like rubbing his chin as you like speak and just trying to gauge what you're saying, and then he just like, instead of giving an immediate response, he goes, "Dear sweet gods in heavens," and he starts going back into his room and he pulls out a notebook and starts throwing the pages back as he keeps going through until he gets to a plain page. Ooze detection harness. Thank you for the fine idea.
You're welcome.
Now, how can I help you?
That was really kind of it. I was just curious if you made one of those things.
No, not yet, but I should. In fact, I should work on one now. It'd be quite easy. All you need is the proper shield. And he starts going through his notes and starts pulling out things. He's like, I don't have any here.
So
Sir,
what do you
Mr.
need?
Taco, you mind doing me a favor?
Sure.
I've just come upon one of the greatest ideas I have ever had.
Okay.
I was thinking of a device that detected different kinds of creatures, oozes in particular. That I think we could start there. But
Yeah.
with more work, I can tune that item to detect other types of creatures. Now the difference is, you're gonna need some powerful enchanted stones for that. I'm running out of power on my own. I'm gonna have to deal with the stupid magic magicians. I'll give you a list, and you bring it here. No, I give you a list, you take it there. After you take it there, you're gonna pay. And he starts going through his pockets.
This is
Haven't
arcane all over again.
Haven't any coin. He pulls he starts going through his chests, and you see lots of different items and stuff. No coins. And then he pulls out like a giant ruby. You're gonna take the list. You're gonna give him the ruby. Tell them who's it for. They'll know who sent you.
Okay. And you didn't exactly say where I'm going.
Yeah. He starts pointing like out the cave, like,
Oh.
yeah, to them. You know them.
Okay.
He just he puts up both his hands and he just like wiggles them about like, You know
Uh,
them.
The Crystal Curio place?
That's what they're calling it now. There's nothing curious about it. Magicians.
Yeah, magic. Yeah.
Bring the list. Bring it back. Use the ruby.
We'll do. We'll
Don't
do.
forget my
I'll get
change.
right to that. I won't. And so I guess I take the ruby and the list and head that way.
Okay. You make your way to the curios. There's an awkward conversation that involves the senile artificer who still thinks he's got it. has forgotten many things over the years. Was once a very talented artificer. Not necessarily kicked out of the council, but kind of had a weird turn a couple years back when he went through the mall crossing and didn't come back quite the same.
Oh shit. Our boy might be Uzi.
Nah, I don't think so. He has too much personality to be Uzi.
And what personality was that?
We didn't know him beforehand.
Awesome.
Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
I'm just saying, if he ends up the BBG, I'm siding with him. Anyway.
Right. After explaining in some detail, they give you back the change. Of a substantial ruby, they give you back 400 gold pieces.
Okay.
And a battering of different enchanted stones inside inside a small little bag. Not huge or expensive looking, but with a dull level of enchantment throughout each of them. They look like these tiny little gray rocks. No bigger than like some stones you could probably skip across a lake. So, make your way back. You find out that as you return, he has this massive apparatus that has been pushed to the front of the store into his cave. You see him, it's like a massive cylinder with a flat, like, sort of bowl at the bottom, made of stone. He's basically made a giant mortar.
I just say to Takel quickly, I go, hey, listen, could these be those holy stones?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, they might have been made there, but these are nothing like that. I would assume. These have barely any magic to them at all.
Orgoth shrugs.
Although I'd like to think, like, just walking in, seeing this mortar, seeing this guy just kind of crazy. I think Takel's just kind of like smiling, just like, okay, all right, this is cool.
As you see, he's coming out in his mechanized suit, pushing out what looks to be a giant cylinder of glass, as he then contains the mortar in this cylinder, and he looks down at you and says, "Good, you're back. Good, you're back. Welcome."
Yeah, I got your change and the stones you were looking for.
Perfect. Throw them inside.
Okay.
As you sprinkle the stones inside the giant mortar, immediately he puts a giant wooden contraption at the top, and then he starts plugging in all these different little big spools of cables. As he does, he gets out of the mech, comes down, he says, "All right, I should do it. And he pushes a tiny little button. And slamming down from the top of the mechanism is just a massive little hammer that just starts pounding the geodes into dust. After a few good thrusts, he then starts scooping out all of all of it and putting it into a smaller bowl. And on a table, you've seen this green liquid. Careful, highly acidic.
Right. Yeah.
He starts pouring the liquid, combining it, and make an Arcana check.
Arcana.
You did say geodes, right?
Rocks, man. Rocks.
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 Rock and
Okay.
stone to the bone. Okay. He's making arcane residuum, used to craft and actually enchant very powerful magic items by combining low magic quality items and profoundly increasing their what's the word? Their potency.
Okay.
Significantly into what looks to be very powerful ingredient in crafting whole magic item. He fixes a small vial into a harness with the vial attached to a small siphon that leads to literally a gauntlet. He takes the gauntlet part off. He goes, "Oh, you're not gonna need that." All right, this probably look better. And he just puts on like a funnel at the bottom, at the other end of it. Okay, now all we need to do, and he is find us some ooze. Actually, I don't have any. I have one right here. Okay, and he goes into a closet, throws the door open, and you see in a big cylinder and in a massive black liquid just like slamming into it. And he's like, calm down. And it's chained in his closet. All right, let's see how it goes. Yep.
The ooze.
And it's like, he pulls the contraption, wraps it around him, and he immediately sprays it at the glass. Immediately, the texture goes from a dull gray to a vibrant yellow. Oh, I think that works. Probably. Yellow for black puddings. Wonder if it's the same color for every kind of ooze. And starts writing some more notes down. Oh, okay. Oh.
I too am writing notes down.
He just.
I go to Ray. Isn't it kind of odd that this guy's got oozes sitting in his workshop?
I guess I'll.
I don't think it's strange because as a artificer, you may just want to experiment some stuff. So like I wouldn't find it like necessarily like, odd. Inspiration can strike you anywhere, right, Takel?
I don't trust it.
I'm just furiously writing notes.
Orgosh shakes his head. He's like, I don't trust this guy.
How
I
do
don't know
you?
what's going on, but this is interesting.
How do you feel about the Pudding King, Gimbal?
Huh? Where did you guys come from?
Well, I
Fair
mean, we were
enough.
always here. We were just.
Ha!
Like,
Immediately, he sprays you in the face with the item.
My eye. No, good.
You just see you guys just get a bunch of dust. It feels like in your face. A little cough, but the powder does not change color like it did with the ooze. Oh, okay.
Can Orgosh just go up to him, grab the stuff out of his hand, and do it right back to him?
you pull the nozzle and you try to shoot it back at his face. And he goes, "Haha, safety's on."
Wait, you created dust that changes color when it contacts into slime?
Well, so far it's supposed to be magical creatures. It's technically not ooze specific, but that's what we're gonna have to work on. We're gonna have to detect whether it changes colors per creature type, and he starts writing down notes per creature type, or just magically infused creatures. It could not have any effect on potentially. And then he throws the page over and like, and he just starts writing a new page.
How much of this stuff do you have?
Let's see. And he just goes through the vials that he just just concocted. Well, after the trial period, maybe six more put pumps.
Put punks?
Humps.
Pumps.
Oh, 6 more pumps. Okay.
And you gotta pump it, and he just humps the air. It's like pump it.
You think there could be, instead of it being like pump or dust or whatever, it could be put into an item and to let you know?
You'd need a very good enchanter for something like that. Unfortunately, he starts unbuckling it. I am not the enchanter type. He takes the belt off, and he looks at you, puts an extendo on it, but with a totally different fabric. Starts sewing in the belt to be longer.
Hey, yo, Takel, this will actually help us identify different, things if we can get to use these. But does it have to be pumped out, or can you just sprinkle it onto people? I can just see all of us doing Salt Bay just on random.
Just pocket sand, everybody.
Just pocket saying, yeah.
I mean, you could clearly take the concoction out, but it's meant to pump through the tube for dispersal. Now, if you want to take it out yourself, I'd probably not use your regular hands for that. As he just starts ironing in, a buckle.
How big are the pumps?
I should cover about a 10-foot square.
No, I mean in size.
It's not the size that matters.
No, God. I'm thinking about all the size, isn't aerosol can size or a little bit bigger than that.
What are you asking me?
Well, I'm just wondering if the item that you create is easy to carry around, or do you need a wheelbarrow or
It's simple.
a wagon?
Are you not paying attention? As he just starts putting the belt around Takel and tights it super tight across the waist, and then just slaps it closed. Fits like a glove. All right. That'll be 4,000 gold pieces.
What?
For a belt?
Fine. 40 gold.
Okay.
Okay. I still think that's
That's a hell of a price drop.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an item that'll help us.
Yeah, I mean, for $4,000
Oh,
to
yeah,
$40.
Yeah, 4,000. Yeah, the 40. I was
Fine.
that's
80 gold. Final offer.
No.
No. 40 was fine. We agreed to that.
Yeah, that's fine.
You want me to pay the man to kill? I can pay him. Don't worry about it. I got it. I need you to save your money for the other endeavor that I have for you.
Okay.
Somebody still got the 250, 200. What did I put out? 200 gold for that?
Put it back in your pocket.
I just want to know where it is. Does somebody have track of it?
I took mine back. I just put it back.
Oh,
on
you put
my-
it back in your character? Oh,
on my
okay.
character sheet. Yeah.
Yeah, put it back in your character sheet.
Okay, cool.
Man, I'm terrible at math. 409 minus 40. 369. All right.
Yeah, 69.
69.
Thanks for this.
You're welcome. Don't worry.
No, well, yeah, you too. Thanks for paying for it. But Grimble, thanks for making this. It'll help out a lot.
Think nothing of it. And trust me, just spread the word. People will know of my genius soon enough.
Definitely, definitely.
Pref, make a perception check.
Okie dokie. Don't know why. Who is it? Wow. Let's get these nat ones out the way.
They're all set.
Orgoth already walks out the door. He's like,
Okay.
I'm good with this guy.
Pay your 40 gold, make your way out, and he goes back to working on any of his this stuff.
Right. I'm just walking out with a big, like, kind of like a big smile on my face, kind of admiring the belt. Like, all right.
Okay. You got the belt, but did you get the pumps as well?
He put it on the pump.
As
Or
you
he put
guys,
it on the belt?
He put
as
it on
our
the belt.
adventurers make their way out of the artificer's cave, none of them notice that on the back of the belt it says Grimble Hexpinch.
I don't care if we endorse him.
I'm
It's
I'm
fine.
okay with that. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
okay with that. I'm completely 100% okay with that. I love this guy.
So remember, you have 6 pumps, 10-foot cube, and for your own information, as you can surmise as an artificer yourself, it will detect any magically infused creature or item.
Oh, item.
Cool. All right.
All right, boys.
God
got-
play it.
We got some prep items.
It's better than nothing, yeah.
Yeah, it's better than none. Where would be a good place to get information that we need on the palace? Is there like a it's probably no underworld, but it's probably I don't even know. I don't even know where to begin to try to get that kind of information.
Sorry.
Should we see where the Stonehearts stand?
What would be a good place to get like an archaeological history of the palace?
The Grand Library.
Stoneheart.
I'm that way.
Yeah, to the library. Let's go. As we all like to say, to the library.
To the library.
Give me 1 second, I'll be right back.
Okay. Total score.
Ray's probably kicking rocks because he's having to go to the library.
It's okay, Ray. We won't make you read anything.
Thanks. I'll go draw pictures.
So you guys make your way looking a bit for the library of Blingdenstone. Find that you find a shopkeeper who I'm not shopkeeper. You find a large stone. It's like a large stone quarry. Right? It looks to have these pillars that have long been broken from battle or misuse or natural hazards. As you descend the stairs, you see a structure that has also seen better days. There's these banners that have been tattered and decimated. And as you approach, you see what looks to be 2 earth elementals guarding the entrance.
Of the library?
Yep.
Yes.
May we come in?
Yeah, do they look like they're about to attack us or something?
As you ask the question, these two large golem-like creatures just remain vigilant and do not really move. Eventually, you hear a man's cane start to hit the ground. Welcome, welcome, oh, outsiders. How can I help you today?
Oh, I'm really interested in, the structure of Blingdenstone. So I was trying to see, like, if you guys have records on like how the palace was built and like what materials they used.
Oh, I can tell you lots about that if you're looking to make a small donation to the reconstruction of our great library.
Oh yeah, sure. I give them 10 gold pieces.
Ah, good, generous. Thank you. Well, come on in. Don't mind them. Well, he might have to mind them, but he points towards Takel. They won't harm you, as long as you follow the rules. As he starts clicking his cane as he leads you all into the library. Okay.
I follow him to the library.
Okay.
I'm not walking in first.
That's why I'm walking in first.
I'll be right behind Beth.
Originally built as a temple archive for Sigurjin Earthcaller, this site housed a lot of our secret texts and geological records. Also, many of our arcane writings used to be etched into slate, crystal, and compressed mushroom paper. Sadly, and you see as you enter, there's destroyed stone everywhere. The drow weren't very polite when they took Blingdenstone. Not much was reclaimed. They burned many of our ancient lores.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that.
It is okay. Luckily for us, a long time before they had arrived, a member of the Society of Brilliance came, made many copies of a lot of our texts, in a sort of deal that benefited both of us. I guess in this situation, just our culture.
Yeah. Sometimes I can't stand the drow. They're just destructive. But as I turned to Takel jokingly.
I just look back and like, you're not wrong.
Damn darts.
I don't know why my OBS keeps on moving to my main screen. Sorry.
Do your earth elementals speak?
Only
Your
to
guardians?
only to our last remaining druids, and those who have learned the elemental languages. Anyway, what can I specifically help you with?
So basically, like the structure and the foundation that the palace was built on. Like, does it have like old running sewer systems, or like the materials that they use? Because sometimes you know how like if you build a structure, you probably have to like dig out the foundation for it and built it all in. Sometimes you have to leave like waterways so like the sewage can drain out and stuff like that.
That's a very interesting question to be asking. Now, to be honest with you, some of that information might be a little more guarded. But times being what they are, I will let you know that there are causeways beneath the palace, but mostly filled with acid. We use acid excessively in our craft, not only for the creating of certain items and structures, but also of creating the very sought-after residuum that helped us craft powerful magic items for trade.
So you're saying Blingdenstone is actually known for its acidity, in a sense.
It's a tool we've
Basic.
used for centuries.
So what materials do you guys use to protect yourselves from the acid? I mean, I know you wouldn't want to use a two-edged sword, to cut yourself and not have protection from it.
That's
Well,
actually a good question, eh?
We have a lot of very skilled laborers, as well as magical enchanted items that protect us from such things. We are also very aware and diligent folk. We are not. All of our children for generations have learned the importance of this technique and use extreme precautions. It was actually very instrumental against the Drow when they took the city. Our last king flooded many Drow patrols in oceans of it when they tried to take the palace.
Oh, okay. So there's most likely like a mechanism inside basically, the palace, that it can release giant waves of acid into those waves.
In this case, intruders were to try to take the city by force, we would be able to protect it, drowning those who we wished harm. However, it
Would
was
that
not
affect
enough.
oozes?
I think it does affect oozes.
Well, last time
What
I checked,
Did they come up with this acid thing after or before the
I think it's
Well,
before.
Pudding King came about?
He said the previous king flooded the Drow patrols, so I'm assuming it was probably before.
it's
Interesting.
true.
And then probably what's happening is, since Pudding King took over, he basically just puts his, oozes as like that acid now. Okay. Wait. So if the acid is, inside base like the tunnels, what's the materials that's being used for the palace so it doesn't corrode in on itself? Because if it's like regular stone, then wouldn't the stone just corrode away over time from the acid that's inside?
Well, everything is lined with the proper metals that are extremely resistant to such acids, as well as magically enchanted to do so, to funnel through the cisterns.
It's magic, man.
And if I'm correct, one of the metals, is it zirconium? Is that one of the metals that you guys use to resist the acid?
Well, it can be used. It's highly, resistant to some acids. It just depends on the types, as well as, what you're using it for. Different acids have different. Honestly, I need to see your clearance. No, it just says, honestly, it has been quite some time. I mostly just tend to the library and its renovations. Slowly, but surely, with my time, I hope to get it in a good standing.
Oh no, thank you for your time. It's just I'm very curious because I like architecture. Because even my own kingdom on the surface was built. They built the palace.
Ah, a lord in his own right. What has brought you to Blingdenstone?
Well, technically we're trying to get back to the surface, and we found out Blingdenstone was one of the last places that we can get, access to the surface, or find a way to the surface. So I've been dulling around here for a good while, and so we took this long journey from being captured by the Drow to escaping all the way to here.
Takel,
Yes, yes.
make make a perception check.
Okay. Still red.
You hear whispers throughout the library, almost sourceless.
I'm just hearing it throughout, not from a certain area.
Exactly.
Okay.
You were saying something, correct? Sorry.
No, that was it.
Well, what I would recommend, if you're looking for any of those, you could speak to those at the gate. They could probably help you with something like that. But most of the information guarded towards the surface, are causeways and stuff, are very kept secret. The council used to know that knowledge. Unfortunately, we are under new governorship.
I know, isn't it tough sometimes whenever you just want to just spread knowledge, you can't even let that knowledge spread because of government.
Yes, unfortunately, the knowledge has been something we have been losing more and more as time comes. We once were a very proud and extremely bountiful people, rivaled only by our kin across the way. We haven't even heard news of them in quite some time. It would be nice one day to perhaps discover what has happened in the coming centuries since our separation.
I know what you mean. Not knowing about your family and wondering to see how they're doing. I get that.
Hey, Takel, will any of those notes help him?
Huh? What? Oh,
Yeah.
Can you tell us, because we don't really know much about the old king. Can you tell us more information about him?
Andor.
Andor. We only know about about the Pudding King and how, like, he exiled himself and then came back and then took over and then started doing new things. But what about Andor? Nobody really talked about the old king.
Old King. That was not his name. Unfortunately, take 1d6 psychic damage for misremembering information.
Andor's not the
go
old
with
king.
it. I wasn't gonna.
Take
I
4
wasn't gonna
points of
say
psychic
anything.
damage, Kraft. As you take. I don't know any king named Andor. That being said, our old king was Firmulgol. Firmulgol? I'll write it down for you.
What?
Yes, I know, it's hard on the throat.
Firmugol.
Firmugol.
Oh, Firmugol.
Firmugol?
That's the one. Firmigol was a decent enough man, but a good reason why the Drow didn't take all of Blingdenstone when they laid siege. Unfortunately, it took a long time to clean up the mess he made, unleashing as many of the vats of acid within the palace spilled out into majority of the city proper. The Drow had nowhere to run, but it took us decades to clear.
Was he like a good strategist, or well, I know he probably was a good leader, but like, was he a good strategist, a good fighter, or a good protector? At least.
He was
What
a good
happened
man.
to him?
He was a good man. He was after we retook the city. He made his time mostly with trying to rebuild Blingdenstone with the help of the Earth Elementals. Were extremely instrumental in rebuilding the palace, clearing out the residual acid that had been unleashed, and his end came with the council in recent times. Now we serve the Pudding King. All is well.
Let me do that inside check when he says all is well.
Sure. Yeah, seems alright. Andor, the Absolute, is the one of the prime deities of Alvaron, the Divine. He is considered one of the last remaining deities that people in Alvaron sort of worship him, but out of that kind of fear of, because you know you live in a world where the gods exist, you don't want to have that omniscient thought of fuck the gods when you know the gods are probably listening.
I thought he disappeared.
All of the divines disappeared. All divines disappeared after the Dawn Wars. Particularly, Andor is known for, rumor has it, he said, she said, may or may have not killed divines in the pursuit of defeating the Elder Evil. His power was that of absolution. You're in his way, or you're not.
Yeah.
Why don't you make another religion check, Orga? Or history, if anyone has it.
Oh, I do have that. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Man, I got a 9. Dang it. I'm running low.
12.
I would say
Takel's got a wicked history check.
Yeah. Takel, you would know that of the pantheons that remained, who returned, the better thing is returned. When Alvaron was in its infancy, the Elder Evils left. I mean, the Divines left. And for a long time, the lesser races, humans, elves, dwarves, were left to their own machinations. As such, they were susceptible to larger powers who kind of saw them as a tool. That being the Primordials and the Elder Evil. The Elder Evils specifically tried to influence and corrupt them by teaching them arcane magic instead of them using divine magic. Now, the arcane isn't specifically evil, but it is corruptible. When eventually the divines returned to Alvaron to shepherd their children, they stumbled into some sort of trap. And that was when Alvaron became the battleground between the divines and the Elder Evil. The Dawn Wars ended, the Elder Evils were destroyed, but on Alvaron's surface, there is remnants of not only shattered mountains that prove the battle took place here, but there are still effigies and skeletal remains of creatures too large in scale. And the rumors are somewhat founded that many divine forces were obliterated by just being in the way of this divine who decided evil needed to be destroyed no matter the cost. And if you're in the way, c'est la vie. So that's why he's considered the most powerful, because he was capable of destroying divines and elder evils. He's only really worshipped out of fear still. So, sorry for the mouthful, but that is
No, it's
Andor
fine.
the absolute.
Yeah. That's wow.
Also, because of the history check, something. Oh no, never mind. You didn't see it. Never mind.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
In the back of Crest's
I'm hearing
mind.
stuff.
Yeah.
I'm hearing stuff.
I'm hearing something.
This, do you need any help moving any of this rock around? Can I help you fix anything?
You know, as you're looking at like the tiniest person you can ever imagine, on top of the fact of him being old, and him using a cane, he says, "Actually, there is something I could use your help with. If you could move one large piece of slab for me, it would greatly allow me to explore a part of the library I haven't in an age."
I knew I was coming for a library for a reason. Yeah.
I'm down to help too.
Oh, right this way.
Go read a book, Chris.
As
It's always like saying, you nerd.
as Ray just like with his teeth pulls out the pin of the emotional damage. chucks it at you.
I hand Kreth my water skin for that burn that he just got.
I'm not thirsty, but I'll take it. I'll take a swig. I give it back to him.
As you follow the old man down a cramped tunnel, you hear his voice echo in the chamber. This used to be called the Vault of Names. Here's where we used to house the names of all of our older magics. Things that... This doesn't work in modern arcanum. But it's probably extremely important if we could figure out its old meanings. You see at the entrance, it looks to be a massive slab of wall that has just caved at an angle and just blocks the doorway. Oh, if you can get that through, I'll promise you one thing. I'll let you have a peek for 5 minutes.
Let's see what's behind the wall.
Orgoth, just use the pickaxe.
For what? Breaking through the wall?
No, to get rid of the slab, it'll be easier than try to move it. We could break it into little pieces, and there's a magic pickaxe.
Is that what he wants me? Is that what? Would he get upset?
Well,
No, he needs the wall moved. The giant
Yeah.
slab of rock moved. It's
So
covering
when I-
up the room.
yeah.
I grab
When
my
I did-
pickaxe and I just kind of smash at it.
Do it, eh?
Okay. Make a strength check with advantage.
It'll make the job go easier.
Strength check with advantage. Come on, you may get anything. I get 22. That'll do it, right? Hopefully.
Okay. As
Orgoth
Orgoth
smash.
slams the
Orgoth
star
smash.
metal pickaxe into the stone, immediately you see stone just chip away effortlessly. Just tink, tink. I'll be. I used all other kinds of pickaxes. Haven't seen anything cut through stone like that in an age. As Orgoth keeps slamming through, within the next 15 or so minutes, the slab eventually crumbles down to the ground, and you can start moving chunks of it out of the doorway. The doorway is a bit narrow still. It's not that tall, but it is heavy. As you start pushing through more of the stonework. After another 15 minutes after that, you're just now just got a chain system of Ray, Kref, and Orgoth moving boulders, and the path is clear.
All right, good job, boys.
What do we
Do
got
you
in
need me to
here?
go first? Is there something in here we don't know about? Should I go first, or Ray,
Uh,
or
I'll, I'll go first. It's fine. I'll go first with the old man.
Okay. As the elder gnome says, "Oh, I'm kind of excited here," and he starts pushing on it, and then you push one of the stones on the doors on the side, and it starts making way. Dust starts to push into all of you, and you see a small, narrow staircase that leads down into a dark room.
Is it my
always
turn?
down, never up?
Hold on. As you descend into stillness. He lights a lantern, and then he calls out a magical phrase in Gnomish. And you see his dancing lights shoot out into the room. The chamber is small. The air here is thick with something heavy. More than dust. You feel it. You feel memory living in this place. Pressing against your skin like a breath not taken in centuries. The walls, as you see the globes of light starting to shift and move down as you enter. The walls are carved from seamless gray stone, but every inch of them is etched with words.
Is
You
there
can't-
these sigils?
Not necessarily. As you look about, you see thousands of them. Thousands upon thousands of words in a language you don't speak, read, or write. As your eyes adjust, the space begins to hum in a way, not with sound, but with a presence in here, as if each one of these words meant something, a name. Your ears don't detect any voice, but you feel a tremble in the air.
We have no idea what the language is.
The language is Gnomish, for those of you who have seen it around.
No, I don't read Gnomish.
Neither.
I'm just gonna look down at the old man while we're making our way down. I'm like, are these names?
I've been trying to study Underdark, or what is it called? Undercommon?
Undercommon? Yeah, undercommon.
Whatever the fuck.
When in Underdark, speak Underdark.
Yeah, that's what Orgoth is like. I got it. I'm still
You
trying to
got
figure out this
you got
Underdark.
Overdark and you got Underdark.
It's a lot of darkness.
Undercommon is sort of like common, where on the surface everyone speaks it, kind of like, not saying that English is the universal language, but everybody speaks sort of common on the surface in a way. It's a simple way of just talking, with some basic meaning, you know? You could say, you know, humans invented it, but it is what it is. The Underdark speaks Undercommon. It's a little bit more harsh, as words are more not meant to have any color to them in a way. Like you're hungry, like I am hungry, like really comes in fiercely, you know, when you say it in Undercommon, you know. Whereas you're hungry can in common just could be, you know, I'm hungry, I could eat now or later, or I'm hungry. Like it is an expression, whereas when they say it in Undercommon, it means We
Eat now, asshole.
Feed
now.
me.
Like feed me. Like
Yeah,
you would go,
basically, yeah.
you'd go into a bar and in an undercurrent say like "I'm hungry" would mean like feed me, like bring me your food, you know.
Okay.
Whereas Gnomish is the language of the gnomes,
Gnomes, yeah, sure.
and all that. Takel,
Yes.
as you ask him, he says quite plainly, names and more, as he's like getting a little giddy. Many of these names here. Let me lower this a little bit. Many of the names here once taught us the practices of our original arcane prowess. How to read and write and create a thing. Some of the names here are not just, well, they're not spells in that sense.
It must be important people, if that's the case.
Oh, well, it can be. It just depends, you know. Put it this way. What is my name?
Don't know. You never told us.
Exactly. And because of that, if you were to want to get my attention, it would be quite difficult now, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Now, if I told you my name was Malor, and I was walking down the hall, and you called my name, what would my reaction be?
You'd probably stop and turn around.
Exactly. The name gives power. Maybe not immediate power over me as an individual, but it has sway on me.
It's not the first time I've heard that.
It is not a new magic. The principle of it is found in many different things. Now let me ask you something. If you were to call my full name when I went down that same hall, my reaction might be a little bit more different now, wouldn't it?
I would think so, yeah.
By calling me by just my first name, I turn around curious. But by using my entire name, there's an implication there. Potentially I'm in trouble. Perhaps you wish to command me to do something. These are the names of the things that we have forgotten. Things we used to have command over. The Drow destroyed this temple for no other reason other than they could. Not understanding the secrets down here.
And like when he says that, Takel just kind of like scoffs, like, huh.
Ray will attempt to rub his hand across one of the names, not knowing what it says, but just to kind of feel it.
Okay. As you touch the stone, it feels smooth despite the dust. As your fingers touch the engravings, you feel the stone start to vibrate. Make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. Hey, like that one.
Oh no.
Nice. Goose egg.
As you,
101.
as you put your hand through it, for a moment you feel the vibration. And then you just lose consciousness.
Wait, what? Does he fall over?
Ray falls to the ground.
Ooh,
I
rush
try to
over.
catch him with my small self.
Yeah.
Sure.
I can see you just get poof.
Do we have to do we have to
Dex
roll
Dex save. No.
Dexterity saving throw, Daron.
Alright. Dexterity save.
You grab him by his hair.
Out
There's
of
a bunch
nowhere,
it.
without knowing what's going on, Daron throws down his mug of ale that he's been sipping on. He points out, "Don't worry, Ray, I got you!" Runs over, bites and slides through the stonework, and misses as Ray slams into the ground.
Huh, I was so close. Damn it. Looks like he's out cold, guys.
That didn't work like it
Right.
was supposed to.
I saw that slap him on his cheek. Wake up. What's wrong,
Exactly.
man?
He's still unconscious.
Slap
What
him.
do you-
Somebody slap him.
I did already. Pow, pow, pow. Nothing happened.
Can I go
That
lay
wasn't
on
your best
hands
shot.
for a point?
If everybody
him up.
walks over and slaps me,
Use your weapon. Imagine.
like on an airplane.
Let's see.
Yeah, I remember that. That was funny.
I'll ask the library keeper, what happened to him?
Oh, I don't know. It looks like he has passed over. Is your friend often drink?
Yeah, but he's not really a drunk.
Not as much as me, hey?
Can I cure
Uh,
wounds or give a point of lay on hands to wake him up?
Sure. You
Can
certainly try.
I
Spill some beer.
Whichever you want me to do. I can lay on hands or I can use my cure wounds.
do I have to roll to check pulse to make sure he's not dead?
One second.
That red zero looks horrible.
You lay on hands to give him how many hit points?
Well, he has all his hit points, right? He just got passed out.
Yeah.
So I just give him a 1 to wake him up.
Okay. You use your lay on hands to try to rejuvenate and heal wounds on him. There are no wounds. He's unconscious.
Okay. Can I maybe throw a book in his, like slam a book in his face to wake him up? Pretty sure he can take it.
Say it again.
I'm getting hit
sorry.
again. Just
Can
with
I
a
hit
book
him with
this
like
time.
a book?
Ray, you
To
take 1
see.
point of damage.
I don't know if I hit. What if I miss?
You hit.
Unconscious.
He can't move.
Yeah, it's almost like swinging with advantage.
Yeah, but if I'm clumsy though, I can trip and like crack my neck on the edge of the book and die.
If you're trying to get me to roll, I tell you right now, if you miss, you're gonna cut his head off.
okay. All right, I'm done.
If you want consequence of failure, I'll give you consequence of failure. Hey, slap him good. Just knocked out.
Yeah, he's out, guys. Yeah, he's out.
More specifically, he is drooling.
He's looking like he has a good sleep in his hands. Must be nice. But why? What happened? What's going on?
Did he open a book that he shouldn't have opened?
Nope.
He
Well,
dropped the book, right?
He touched one
He
of
touched the wall.
touched one of the walls.
Yeah, he touched
Did
the wall
we,
with
all
one
right,
of the
we
names
saw
on
the
it.
wall he touched, right? With the name, yeah.
Does he
Never
aim?
mind.
Does his name
Never
get
mind.
added to the wall if he touched it?
You.
I think those are the dead comrades,
Anybody speak Gnomish?
right?
Nobody speaks Gnomish.
Nope.
Don't I speak Gnomish?
Do
Do
you?
you speak Gnomish?
Do you?
I believe I speak Gnomish.
Okay.
Wait, don't open that. This is an alien planet. Is there air? You don't know.
No, you don't know.
That's the exact feeling that I got from that whole interaction, bro.
Oh, that's fire. I need to watch it. I need to watch
I
it during the
know.
break now.
Oh god.
All right. You can take a point of inspiration.
Well, that's 2.
Well,
Kreth's inspired tonight.
Well, Kreth is.
Oh.
Takel had the other one.
Yeah, Takel had the other one.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
Takel, make a perception check.
Okay, sorry. Had to pee real quick. Okay, perception check. Okay, all right.
No, you came at the right time.
I
He
did.
didn't wash his hands.
I didn't, and that's bad.
Go back to pee. Go to the bathroom. Then you need to take a number 2.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, we somewhat all rolling low tonight.
Hey,
I mean, nothing. I mean, what's that?
I know it's not too bad because it's like we're not doing something
It's
dangerous.
like a
but,
warm up. It's like a warm up. Right
Yeah,
there.
but still,
we're
the
missing out.
Zero's-
Yeah, we're
Zero's
missing
crazy.
out like on good
Zero's
information.
yeah, this is important stuff.
Yeah.
Because knowledge is power, right, kids? Stay in school.
Can I roll on intelligence to figure out what's going on? Because I'm pretty sure I can't do any worse.
Well, bring him up here. Bring him to me. Let's see what's going on.
I go over and lug his giant body. towards
And I'm
the
holding his
library.
ankles, and he's like on an incline right now.
Lift
just
up on
put
your
it on-
end.
You literally just picked up the feet, and that's it.
Are you even pulling? Just represent.
And I bring him closer to the librarian. Do we ever get his name? Did anybody finally get it?
yes, I got it.
What's his name? So I can, because I had to step away from that part. Melor.
Mailer.
Malor.
Mailer. Mailor.
Malor.
I was gonna
Is
say
it
mailer.
Malor or Mailer?
Mailor, right? Mailor?
Malor.
I don't know if I'm correct about that. Don't take it from me.
If it was
I don't know
Malor, it
how
should
to
look
read.
like this.
half-breed.
Mailor? M-A. Wow.
If it was
Malor.
Malor, it should be like that. You know,
What the fuck is a fucking...
you got to put that little asterisk at the top. Malor.
I thought you was gonna do some Google type thing and be like, pronounce it the way it's supposed to. You just put a goddamn...
Yeah, because I mean, technically, sometimes in ancient writing, that's how it, like. If
To
it's-
hell
if
with
it
your
has-
technically, man. Come on. Come on, bro. To hell with it.
So
But yeah.
he brings him over, and well, he looks fine. That's not really a problem. He's drooling extensively. He starts opening.
He's
Ray's
always
eye-
done that.
Starts
He's always
opening,
done that. Yeah.
opening Ray's eyes, and he just looks catatonic at this point. He's like,
Quick
Yeah,
question,
he's-
do you have a cup?
cup on me? No. I mean, I do think you dropped one when you walked in.
Can I get the cup? Somebody find a cup, so please.
Cup for
This is
what?
very important.
I give him a
Don't
cup
ask.
out of my
I
mess
need
kit.
it immediately. Thank you so much. I take the drool that's going down his face and put it into the cup.
Wait a minute. You took my cup out of my mess kit and you're collecting drool? I'm like,
Lex, trust
fuck, I
me.
gotta get a new cup.
Listen, trust me. It's gonna be beneficial.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. So I set it beside him. I collect the drool as he's unconscious.
Mhm.
You know, and I keep doing it until he eventually wakes up, or
Oh
turns
my-
the cheek of the face, and whatever.
Or at least you got or your cup is full.
Or my cup is full. Or the cup is full. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. and or and slash or.
And slash or.
This man just
That's a
standing
lot,
there.
that's a lot of drool.
Exactly.
That's a lot of drool.
Dude, I think it's gonna.
That's some industrial drool. Freaking Creation.
This guy's waterfalling. We need to
Takel
wake him up
open-
quick.
Takel opens a notebook. Unlimited cup for drool. And then closes it.
Oh
The,
my
the,
god.
the DM has one right beside his bed every night.
Which one?
The endless cup of drool.
So
So
he just goes brain dead before he goes to sleep.
no, I
Just
drool a
got
lot
this
when I
anime
sleep.
face in my
I
head.
just need it.
This whole scene, like in my head, is just a complete anime right now. Just
Well, as much as I can say is he's a bit catatonic, but I don't see a real problem. It just looks like the lights are on and nobody's home.
have you ever seen this before?
I haven't been in this room ever. I've only heard the stories. I was
So from the
what was-
stories, how long were these people unconscious, and where did they go?
Grand Masters of the Arcanum were meant to be in this room. I have no rumors of outsiders entering, let alone being struck by whatever this is.
He touched
You-
the
you- you-
wall. He
you
touched one
not
of the
know?
names.
He said he'd not know or did know.
He not know.
Not no.
Not know. Oh, okay. Huh. Interesting. Well, that sucks. Is there any knowledge of books that you can find that can relate to this specific situation? I know there's some around here. It has to be, right?
I can do some digging, but it's probably best that none of you touch any of the rune stones.
Oh, look, written with words. What's that? Touch. Just joking.
Oh,
Just
Lord.
joking. Just joking. It was just it was just a joke, guys. Just trying to lighten the mood here, you know. Yeah, not funny. Okay, I'll just
Dexterity
be
saving
here.
throw. As Daron pretends to touch the stone.
It's actually a force of magnetic human to wall body that just forces you to touch it.
I mean, it's
That was
rune.
also a joke. Don't actually do that. I was just joking.
Hmm.
The entire. I'm gonna. Shut
Don't
up
give
now.
him ideas then.
I'm gonna shut up now.
You just hear a whisper in the chamber of 1,000 runes.
The price just went up.
The price just went up.
It's just so Adam's face on the street.
Out of
like,
nowhere, Ray just laughs and then he goes back. Just laughs out of his catatonic stupor. All right,
Melo, I did have a question.
yes.
So, because we know that Fermigol did get overthrown by the I was about to say the Senate. This is not Star Wars. Overthrown by the committee.
The Senate.
But he did get overthrown by the committee. Whatever happened to him? Like, do the records say like he died or he just walked away from the palace?
He was
Or
liquefied
is he
with the
still
entire
part-
council by the Pudding King.
Oh wow. Oh, okay. So yeah, he is DED dead. Dang. Liquefied. That man. Good, honest-hearted people. But you said we can read some of the stuff that's down here for like 10 minutes. You know, does we help you?
Well, I think I should probably take some of that back now that one of your friends is a bit got his bells.
He
and
wasn't the
whistles.
he wasn't the brightest to begin with. I know enough not to touch the walls and stuff like that. I get that.
Honestly, I'm surprised it happened this late.
I know. Yeah, I was thinking about sooner. I thought it would happen sooner, but But I won't touch anything. I'll just just window browse. If that's all right with you.
That's fine by me, but I would steer away of the walls and try to keep your wits about you.
Okay.
I'll go and see if I can find anything in any of the archives that were recovered.
Gotcha.
So who shall remain in the Chamber of Names.
I will stay in the Chamber of Names.
Is that is that like where Ray's at right now?
That's where
Because
you
I want
all
to
are.
keep going.
Yeah, this
Okay,
is,
'cause I
well,
wanna
it's a
keep
small,
going.
it's a small chamber. You're all in the same
Oh.
chamber. Yeah.
I
You
had
just
a
happen to
reference, I was
touch
just
one of
gonna ruin
them.
the whole thing. I had a good reference, but no one, but I think Phil knows. The void.
In this chamber, there is nothing that comes out as profoundly exciting to look upon. Now, for Takel, it's a little different. You understand the power of names and runes and that kind of stuff. There's no gems in here. There's not a lot of torches. Those that you light up do give more illumination to the scale of the amount of words written on all of these stones. In the center, there's a small sort of pillar of obsidian that is about 7 feet tall, just in the center of the room.
Can I do an investigation check?
4.
See, like the books, or see if there's like any kind of history on, like, you know, the devil fiend of oozes. See if I can, like,
Jubilex.
sorry, yeah,
Demon Lord.
Demon Lord of oozes.
Demon Lord. Yeah.
Use the right pronouns.
They identify
Yes,
as dead soon.
Exactly.
I'm kidding. I'm
Okay,
kidding.
Dweeblix tweeting at me right now. In Mada Zitro's last stream, I was called a devil.
He's doing an interview.
And how do you feel about that?
I've been a demon lord since before. I've been a demon lord since before Demogorgon. Like, kind of unfair. So you're going with the whatchamacallit, the librarian.
Yeah.
Okay. You go through the archives, and you're searching for anything that could help, or any information that kind of brings over potentially who Dweeblix is. Now, what's left are many mushroom scrolls. Not many books. There's some books, maybe about 2 dozen or so, scattered about, and they've got cataloged, named, and all that stuff. Their titles. Start going through many of them as you can, while some of the others are in the chamber of names. You find some books that could be interesting, but you don't speak Gnomish. So you're like, and what's this one say?
Daron does, though.
Darren could go with you if you want.
Come on, Daron. I need you to translate for me.
I would like to.
Okay. So Darren kind of translates the titles of some of these, which go from the many histories of fungus, the myconids, the sentient, and the abysmal. You see one that is common and uncommon mating rituals. Common mating rituals of the uncommon Dracus. you read a bunch of different titles that go through many different things. And one of them is very interesting. The title is Potential Deformities of Fiendish Entities. It is a research tome of the potential affiliations of certain creatures from the Underdark to more sinister cult-like entities. It goes over things like undead and their affiliation to certain entities, not only necromancy, but those who could wield them in powerful ways. One of those names being that of Orcus. You read of another one that speaks of the hyena-like creatures. These creatures that seem like jackals. Hard to discern where they come from, whether they come from the surface or the Underdark, but are very susceptible to the influences of a fiendish creature known as Xenagu.
That sounds familiar.
One goes into the uninterested and very easy to deal with oozes that can be found in different locations throughout the Underdark. Creatures that do ambush, creatures that have very little sentience, almost no intelligence, and are considered docile obstacles at best. Not something to be worried about. Affiliations, unknown. There is another one that speaks of what looks to be, or what sounds like, minotaur-like creatures. Creatures themselves that create layers. Those that create sort of mazes within the Underdark. Not just out of sense of protecting their dominion, but being whispered that sort of intelligence by stronger influences. One of those influences could be of Baphomet.
You what?
Baphomet.
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 Moving through, there are some incursion details of attempts or things that have transpired throughout the ages that have made these instances more potent. Incursions, they're called. Incursions from the abyss are when the planes become too thin. The veil becomes too thin between the planes, and small ripples bring out a gate towards a layer of the abyss. These gates, usually because of the demon lord in charge of that layer, bring about a sort of environmental hazard, or depending on the layer itself, can lend to these creatures gaining more sentience, becoming more savage, spreading madness, and changing their environment in a way that promotes more of the same the longer it is opened. These incursions, usually in the Underdark, have been handled by the Society of Brilliance. And as you keep going through these things, you do find a tome that talks about potential side effects of the Chamber of Names. It goes into a tale of an acolyte, not of the order, coming in to help clean the chamber. Going too close to the obelisk and becoming catatonic. After a concoction was made, the acolyte did regain some levels of intelligence. However, many days and weeks were required for them to remember their name, who they were, what they were doing, and so on. It seems that intelligence is a powerful tool needed when in the chamber itself, as the names have their own power and do not like inferior minds. Sorry, lots of mouthful, but when players want a blank check on an investigation check, you gotta be a DM.
No, that's good. So now, by reading it, I understand that if the not demon king, if the demon lord or the pudding king, his plane is his realm is actually coming closer to this plane of existence, and if we leave him alone, it's definitely gonna be trouble. Okay, I got it. Thank you, Daron, for translating that for me. All right. Now I actually do know what we have to do now. We have to stop the Pudding King or else this world.
Don't freak out. Images in my head. Now they're on the wall.
Either
Yeah,
those.
figure it out since we got here, but okay.
All right. I basically close up the book, put it back on the shelf, and I go with Maylor to see if he helps Ray recover.
I would also like to come just with the cup and Ray,
Okay. Yeah.
just to make sure. Yeah, it's very beneficial. So just
That cup is way
You know?
overflowing.
it's okay. It's okay.
Well, I can definitely work on the concoction. It might take me a little bit, but I can start. I think I have everything I need. Now that we've established Kref and Daron are with the librarian, Takel,
Yes, that's me.
in the chamber, you feel the whispers starting to come to you. In this room of stone and old power, you feel something is in this room.
I guess I'm kind of just looking around, like, because I can feel it. I'm just like, hello?
The whispers continue. And then you feel something try to take control of your body.
Oh,
I need you to make an intelligence saving throw. You immediately feel your arm shake and immediately firmly take on motion of its own as you hear in the back of your mind, "Give me control."
what's going on?
It's not like this happened.
You feel your entire body pushed forward immediately towards the obelisk, and then you fight the feeling.
What are you doing?
No response, but you hear the whispers quite vividly, quite audibly.
Does everybody hear the whispers or just Takel?
Um,
I'm
I
pretty
would
sure
say
it's just the cow, right? Because the force
That's what my impression
tempting,
was. I'm just
tempting him
curious
to like
if I hear
do
anything or if
something
I'm
he
just
didn't want
sitting
to.
there.
every now and then you do hear a whisper or a goth in that chamber. You're on your Wolfcraft. You're not there.
None of us can make out what the whisper's saying.
You hear whispers. They don't speak a language you speak. You hear something. What are you doing, Takel?
I'm probably just still like I'm probably like fighting it right now, and I'm just like, why? What's going on? And I'm pretty sure like Orgoth stayed behind with me and
Yeah.
everything. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
That's why
So
he heard whispers
Orgoth is
too.
saying this. Yeah.
Can I use a divine sense to see what if I'm picking up it? But it's only gonna give me undead and fiends, right? That's what all that does.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna try it anyway because fiends were mentioned in that
Sure.
undead fiend celestial. So I try to do a little divine sense move real quick, just as I'm sitting there eating my rations.
Okay. As you cast Divine Sense, you feel all of those presents in this room.
All of the presents, all of them, the celestial, undead, and the fiends.
Yep.
I tell Takel, I said, listen, I got a bad vibe here of a sense of fiends, undead, celestials all coming at me at the same time. I don't know what that could possibly mean, but
Yeah, I'm kind of dealing with something right here.
You see Takel in a heavy sweat.
Yeah. You see him trying to like hold down his arm. Why do you need control right now?
Intelligence saving throw. As you just hear it strike into your mind, just heavy bass. Give me control.
Fine.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Orgoth, you see Takel has been struggling. He's sweating profusely, and then his face goes lax, and with extreme purpose, he walks towards the obelisk in the center of the room.
what are you doing, buddy?
He just ignores you, keeps walking towards the obelisk.
I'm getting a bad ominous vibe from the obelisk.
From the room itself, you're feeling all sorts of those presences.
I just grab Takel and I try to shake him a little bit and like just wait, like yo, dude, what are you doing? Give him a 2-shoulder shake. He's not snapping out of it.
You touch his shoulder as he ascends the staircase, and he just brushes you off as he keeps walking towards it, almost within 5 feet of it now.
And he's not answering me. And I'm the only one with him. There's nobody else with me.
It's just you.
Where's Ray?
Catatonic.
On the ground. On the ground.
Seeing stars.
Cup is overflowing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, still.
we're with them, right? So
Nope. You and Kref are
No, you're
right.
with
the
Kreffer,
librarian.
yeah, with the librarian.
and Ray's with the librarian, right?
No, he's on the
No, Ray
ground.
is
Me,
passed
me and
out.
me and
Yeah, yeah.
Orgoth stayed behind with Ray.
Ah,
And I
Y'all
wasn't
two went with the
really too
librarian.
interested in doing the library, but now I'm seeing Takel. I don't know how far away they are, but I kind of yell down the passageway, "Hey, we might have a problem!" And I get in between Takel and the obelisk.
wait, I thought Ray. Oh, okay. Well, Ray never moved, so obvious.
As you
Yeah, Ray's, I
stand,
guess, just drew.
Hmm.
as you stand in his way, he goes to push past you. I need you to make a strength check. Takel, I need you to do the same.
Got that.
I try not to be too
Never
pushy.
mind.
As you try not to be too pushy, he pushes past your shoulder and immediately is face to face with the obelisk. Takel's hand starts to vibrate with a arcane energy of purple and blue as the center gem in it starts to create a bit of lightning all throughout his arm as he raises his hand and goes to touch the obelisk.
Can I cast hold person on him?
You can certainly try.
Okay.
So put that, link that.
Link it.
Mhm. So Takel, go ahead and make your wisdom
Wisdom
saving
save.
throw.
Yeah. Nice.
As immediately his hand tenses in place right before he touches the obelisk, lightning crackles at the fingertips. Let's see. He is frozen in place for a moment. See how strong he is, though.
And I start yelling down the hallway. Kref. Need you.
Okay.
Huh?
That don't
Get your
sound very
asses back.
urgent.
Get your asses back over here. This fucking guy he's out of his mind.
11. 6.
All right, I
Do,
sort of
do I
run.
have to roll to hear that, or we heard that already?
You guys are like
I
down. You
yell
guys are
really. I know
down
I'm
in
not going to yell into
potions,
the phone.
and he's
Oh,
yelling down
It's
the.
really, really far.
It's not that
It's a-
far
it's a-
though. It travels, but it's you guys are still far away. You start yelling and calling for help as you're holding the spell. As you're holding the spell, you immediately feel your concentration get shifted. I need you to make a concentration saving throw.
Concentration saving throw?
Constitution.
It's Constitution at this point.
Oh.
Yeah.
Saving throw. Constitution. Come on, we're gonna do something. 10, I guess. No.
You immediately feel the spell give way, and you see the body of Takel immediately be relieved of the spell. As such, his hand slams into the obelisk. That one. As the gauntlet slams into the obelisk, the stone starts to liquefy. A splash, a reverb shifts through it. You see lightning course through it. Takel, you're standing in a vast space. Not sky, not void, but a shifting horizon of light and structure, like a cathedral built from flowing script of words, of images. Thousands of symbols you see, thousands of faces. They echo and drift around you. Each one of them is a name. Each one of them is a memory. Each one a thought not spoken aloud. They don't need to. You can feel them. You can hear them. Alive, vast, pressed within a container, trapped by glass and stone. That container, when it is pushed, you feel it. You see a massive crystalline structure, a construct like stone. It's familiar. It is your gemstone, embedded in your prosthetic arm made of living metal, humming with resonance. As you move towards it, it is being electrified. The screaming is being muffled by the glass. You are not hurt by any of this. But someone, something, thousands of them are screaming in pain. You do not lose yourself, but a spark of lightning from this does draw towards you until it penetrates and electrifies your body and then starts to pull you towards the construct, threatening to make you part of it. You hear voices as you are now connected. You hear a farmer screaming that the harvest will be enough. You hear a soldier screaming that the patrols were wrong. You hear a mother telling her son that they are safe under the mountain. As the voices continue, as you are being pulled in, I need you to make a strength save as you are being pulled into the construct. You are feeling your body being ripped and electrified, too weak to resist the power of it, as you are being pulled towards the gemstone. You feel their promises, you feel their dreams, their knowledge. Back in the vault, Orgoth, you see that electricity is pouring into the obelisk. You see names throughout the entire chamber start to light up and glow with different lights. Some blue, some yellow, some red, some black, some gray. Your divine sense goes off at all of the presences in this chamber. What are you doing?
I am going to cast my blessing of the silver flame on myself with my action.
Okay.
And I'm going to also just start really yelling and screaming down the hallway for Kreth and Daron to come back as fast as like just yelling and screaming like, "Yo, we got a problem here, guys."
Okay. As you're
Mada, I hate
screaming
you so
this,
much.
I don't.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I
I
got it. I got it.
Did you?
I
Did you? Um,
I don't know
as
if. Sorry.
no, you guys start to hear it now. You guys are working. You're holding. You're a perfect cupbearer, Daron.
So I don't know if you want to go back, but I don't know if you knew. But I said I was gonna be with Ray, not like I thought Ray and
No, Ray was passed out. You had to go and do translations.
Yeah, I needed you to translate the book that I was reading.
oh, that was the translation I was doing.
Yeah.
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 Oh, okay. Because I thought Ray was still there while I was doing the cup
No.
Ray's
that
passed
whole
out
time.
for some.
Yeah,
he's,
but like
under,
he
under a
explained it,
spell or
but I
something.
didn't. Yeah. All right. Never mind. Sorry.
You have a cup of saliva in one hand,
Yeah. Yeah.
and we're going line by line reading to Kreth the different
I
books.
just misunderstood the scenery. My bad. It's all good.
If you would like Ray to have been with you guys, I will
Could have
allow
drugged
that.
me all the
I-
way there.
No, I from the picking up for me, like grabbing his ankles, I thought we were taking him with us, but I forgot. I didn't think that we dropped him and like went anyway to go somewhere else. And
Either way.
the part where we dropped him just got confused
Regardless,
with
you're with Kreth
where
right
we
now.
were at.
So what would
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
You guys hear the screaming as
Mhm.
the librarian is like, "Oh, it looks like this should be just enough. It seems like he's," and then you guys hear the screaming. And
It's up to Griff. Hey, Griff, they're screaming over here. What do you want to do, man? It looks like
I
they're
am-
in trouble.
Yeah, I run over to it, especially if there's like a bunch of light. Yeah, I run towards back to the other guys.
All right.
Mhm.
That's what we do.
Okay, start making your way back as fast as you can. Orga, hand on obelisk. He has lightning shooting through the obelisk as more and more names are lighting up in the chamber. What do you do?
He's still touching the obelisk. Can I just charge him? Not charge him, but kind of like try to knock him off the obelisk with my shield. Just kind of bump him off of it to break the contact.
Yeah, make a strength check. Takel, make a strength check with advantage.
No, that's not going to do it. Or maybe.
Nope,
Oh,
one just got it by one.
The
Or
sad
got
part
to
is
want to hurt Takel.
Even with
He
that
the
was
sad
like,
part
I don't
is
want to
I
hurt
have
him.
I have a -1. That's the sad
That,
part.
I know that was a 15.
With that, you immediately shoulder into him, and he's like stone. He doesn't budge. You feel the lightning zap at you, and it pushes you back instinctually. He is fixated in this position. Takel, you are being pulled.
The obelisk is stone.
The obelisk is,
Obsidian.
you know, it's made of onyx.
Yeah, made of onyx.
You see that the glass construct is almost prison-like, as the voices are screaming and your lightning has you anchored and is pulling you into it now. I need you to make another strength. I need you to make another strength save. Your body gets slammed into the exterior, the wall, the entirety of this glass encasement, the container. You feel your face pressed into it as you feel lightning coursing through you. Faces slam into the wall on the other side of you, along yours. You see these faces of blue, of yellow, of light grays as they slam into you. They tell you they see you. They tell you great ideas if you would just let them out. They will teach you to build a plow. They will show you the they will show you the plains of milk and blood. Some of them tell you that there are ways to discern the lights towards the Crystal Palace if you would just let them out. Orgoth, what are you doing?
I take my pickaxe out and I just is the obelisk like so massive that there's no way I can like bash it down and break it into pieces, or is it something that looks like I can maybe smash it?
You can certainly try. It is a 7-foot tall, black, obsidian obelisk made of.
Okay, I'm gonna try to take a smash at it.
God, why they gotta be black?
The way he said it though, 7-foot
He said-
tall.
He put some
Black.
emphasis on that shit, like black.
Gotta,
Exclamation point. God
gotta
damn.
use, gotta use,
Sound like he was a cop.
gotta use the hard K.
He had to
God,
fucking
Sometimes you have
make
to use the
sure
hard
that
K, that's
everybody
it.
knew that he's different.
Uh-huh.
Like, he's built
Well,
different.
sometimes with this party, I have to reiterate certain things.
And you reiterate it like to that sense to make us understand how difficult it is.
Letting you
Like
know.
we already know Obsidian's black.
I don't
Come
know.
on, bro.
Yeah, I
There's
just wasn't sure if it was.
Someone
massive
thought
or if it was
Andor,
something that I
the
looked-
absolute, the divine, was
listen, man.
apparently
Listen,
the
I'm a little
king of
fuzzy today.
Blingdenstone.
You
So-
described it as a I can't even say it.
Moving
It's
on.
all good though. Continue.
We got a 7-foot black man right here.
So, what would you like to do, Orgoth?
Try to smash it.
Okay. Make a strength check. Remember, you also have athletics if you have it trained. Oof. 23. Okay. You
Finally, a
strike.
decent roll.
You strike the pillar as hard as you can. As you do, a massive spider-like crack goes straight through one side and then splinters into many legs. Immediately after, you strike a second time, a third time, and then on the fourth time, the obelisk shatters. The big black
Okay.
obsidian.
Okay.
I literally choked. Oh my god.
2 shades the way of saying the N-word.
Okay. Safe place.
I know.
The
Just joke.
pillar cracks. And as it does, it explodes almost with a point of definitive magic energy. As Takel's grip on it shuts down, Takel, you regain consciousness in the chamber as an electrifying and arcane blast smacks into both of you. You both take 18 points of lightning damage and are thrown back 5 feet.
18. Ooh. Wait, who?
Orgoth.
Myself.
Me and Orgoth. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Orgoth and Takel.
Yeah.
After moments of being blasted back and then trying to stand and dust yourself off at the simultaneous moment of this action, eventually the footsteps of Kreth and Daron reach the chamber, and you see your 2 allies on the ground with the obelisk exploded in front of you. And with that, we're going to take our break.
Dang it. Okay.
Fireball. So We'll be right back
Chief on Ho.
as we
Very cool.
We'll be
Can you mute
right
me for a
back.
sec? Well, like mute me on stream for a sec to actually
I
like
will
a
be
question.
leaving the Discord regardless. So
Okay.
I will be
Well, I'll
back
just
in
text you it. I'll text
10
you it in Discord.
That's fine. We'll be back in 10 minutes. We're gonna put on a song that really drives home what just happened with all of that. I hope you enjoy it. Perfect song.
I don't like that song. Why would you do that?
The price just went up. All right. Nice.
That's not a good sign.
Well, guess what, chaps? A price just went up. You talked too loud. You scoffed at my boots. Now your pro run dry. Need a sword, need a rope, need a way through the muck. Should've shut your mouth. Now you're out of luck. The price just went up. You call that a deal? You had the gall to say. Then asked for a mule and a wagon today. Told your friend I smell like roast dung stew. Well, now the rental fee's double for you. The price just went up. You talked too loud. You scoffed at my boots. Now your pro run dry. Need a sword, need a rope, need a way through the muck. Should've shut your mouth. Now you're out of luck. The price just went up. You call that a deal? You had the gall to say. Then asked for a mule and a wagon today. Told your friend I smell like roof dung stew. Well, now the rental fee's doubled for you. The price just went up. You thought we were sweet. This ain't water deep, son. This is stone and heat. Wanna lift, wanna light, want your armory buffed. Hope you're rich in regret, cause the deal just got tough. The price just went up. You think deep gnomes don't remember jokes? Every insult's worth 10 more pokes. Laugh at my tools, snort at my stall. Now that potion costs twice as tall. The price just went up. It's the Blingdenstone way. Mock the craft, mock the folk, and you're doubling the pay. Need a guide, need a gem, need to find your way up. Better mind your manners or you'll drink from an empty cup. Cause the price just went up. You call that a deal? You had the gall to say. Then asked for a mule and a
Fight and run, but the trail is clear. The queen's gaze follows ever near. Not today, no, or perhaps it's tonight, but soon you'll kneel in her silken light. We are the children of the Spider Queen. Her whispers weave through the unseen. Hopeless, tired, forgotten, you'll scream for your body and soul caught in her dream. In every shadow, her threads are spun. No place to hide, no way to run. Her venom waits, her patience vast. What's yours was hers and will be at last. We are the children of the Spider Queen. Her whispers weave through the unseen. over, the shadows will spread. And when we take you, you'll wish you were dead. We are the children of the Spider Queen. Her whispers weave through the unseen. Hopeless, tired, forgotten, you'll scream for your body and soul are caught in her dream. The true queen rises, she'll swallow the light and take the world in eternal night. Her webs will bind her kingdom unseen, because we are the children of the Spider Queen. She waits. Hush now, do you feel the web tightening? The shadows watching, the queen sees all. Fight and run, but the trail is clear. The queen's gaze follows ever near. Not today, no, or perhaps it's tonight, but soon you'll kneel in her silken light. We are the children of the Spider Queen. Her whispers weave through the unseen. Hopeless, tired, forgotten, you'll scream, for your body and soul are caught in her dream. In every shadow, her threads are spun. No place to hide, no way to run. Her venom waits, her patience vast. What's yours is hers, and will be at last. We are the children of the Spider Queen. Her whispers weave through the unseen. Hopeless, tired, forgotten, you'll scream, for your body and soul are caught in her dream. You thought we'd forget, you thought you were free, but we've always been watching under the tree. The light will falter, the shadows will spread, and when we take you, you'll wish you were there. We are the children of the Spider Queen. Her whispers weave through the unseen. Hopeless, tired, forgotten, you'll scream, for your body and soul are caught in her dream. Where I stand, she'll swallow the light and take the world in eternal night. Her webs will bind her kingdom unseen, because we are the children of the Spider Queen. The children of the Spider Queen. Her whispers weave through the unseen. Hopeless, tired, forgotten, you'll scream, for your body and soul caught in her dream. She that block my rhythm shall join my sight. For I see through all that grow and decay. We will not rip or tear, we will make everyone me. I am peace, I am calm, I am the fungal queen. The sovereigns and avatars shall now sing my song and know my melody. Come one, come all, sing with me. Become one with my melody. No war.
The only thing that I regret is like the full scholarship that came with it, but what I wanted to do did not come with that type of scholarship. So
Come one, come all, and join my melody.
hence dropping
I
out
am Southern
without
your one and only queen.
the what said scholarship that I could have had in a different place doing something I couldn't do. Life, you live and learn.
I am peace. I am
You
calm.
just ride with it,
I
man.
am
You
the
ride like
fungal queen.
a surfboard.
We will not rip or tear. We will make everyone me. I am peace. I am calm. I am
I always
the
say it seemed
fungal
like a good
queen.
idea at the time.
We will not rip or tear. We will make everyone.
I mean, if I would have took the scholarships to do anything else, there's nothing else I would have want to do. So there's not
I
no
am
point
the
doing
fungal
that
queen. We will not
unless I
rip
want
or
to fell
tear.
out
We will
of
make
classes because I
everyone
don't fucking care about them.
Dude, I took classes I hated and I just muscled through it all. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
I
It's,
am calm.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do. I was had a conversation today with an old friend of mine. I was just like, you know, I've been doing shit that I don't want to do for so fucking long. It's hard to remember
Like a
I
real
did my own
what I
thing
American.
used
now
to like to. Yeah,
on
fucking A.
YouTube. You had to draw
That's the
like
way
for the
to-
first couple semesters, you had to draw 1,000 pictures of each body part until you get it right. The first semester, which was like 6 months in my college, like, not 6 months, like 4 months.
If I had a scholarship, I probably would have drew the parts. You know what I mean? Just so I didn't
I
have
had
to
a
pay for
scholarship
it.
for the art, but not as much because it's always doing sports, but whatever.
Everybody here?
Yeah. Well, I'm here.
I don't know about Phil.
We will make everyone
I don't think so. Ray?
I think Ray's role playing being catatonic.
I don't think Phil's here.
What gave it away? Him not responding, or
Yeah.
Well, since they're not here, I guess the price just went up. Let's see. Let's put the ambience back on. Okay. So, returning. You are in the Chamber of Names.
Chamber of Names.
Yes.
Yep.
You have been knocked down, both Takel and Orgoth. Running in is Daron and Kreth. Still catatonic and unconscious is the one they call Ray. And with that, what would you guys like to do?
I pick myself up, I dust myself off, and start all over again. Try to shake up Takel. You okay, dude?
Am I okay rather than just the damage?
Yeah, like what was going on there, man? You were all in a trance. Only way I could seem to get you out of it was to smash this obelisk.
Takel kind of you'll see whenever you said you smashed the obelisk, he's gonna like look back at the obelisk, look at his arm, and just he's gonna get up and he's just gonna start leaving. Like he's gonna start running.
Running?
Yeah, like he's getting out of there.
Okay. He rushed past Krebs and says, "Wait, what's going on?"
Yeah. What happened?
Holy sh! You guys okay?
No, I'm gone.
Where'd you go? I still see you here.
Oh. Takel has run out the building.
Yeah.
Orgoff remains here.
I tell them what
You
just
guys-
went
are you-
down. I'm like, this was just the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Takel got taken over and possessed, and I tried to stop him from touching the obelisk. He got past me. I didn't want to hurt him. He was
Guys.
touching him. I tried to knock him off. He wouldn't let go. There was blue electric sparks and flames, and I just decided that the only way I could get him off this obelisk was by crushing it. So I did.
Oh, was that the best thing to do? This is an ancient relic.
Well, if you would have been here, it would have been easier to have some more opinions. But the only thing I could see was that Takel was being turned into he was being possessed by something when he was touching this thing, and it didn't seem like it was.
And
It didn't seem very good.
I just say, Takel, are you okay? Are you injured?
Remember, he said he
He's
takes
right.
off. Actually,
He
low
left.
key wanted I sort of want to follow him. I
You
tell
what?
you guys just to watch over Ray and then
Oh.
let Marlo, not Marlo.
Marlo.
My goodness.
Is this the wire?
Marlo.
No,
Maylor.
Maylor. Yeah, let Maylor know what happened. I'm gonna chase
Hmm.
after Takel.
As a
I
deep
I
gnome
saw the-
starts
I saw
walking
the
out of
burst.
his. Hey, it brought the concoction.
I sort of apologized to Maylor, but only like half-heartedly.
Jesus, what have
You
you
know,
done? Whoever that is.
You know what this reminds me of?
Is Algoff here?
I'm like,
for me?
yeah, I'm here. I just told to Maylor, I was like, sorry, man.
Is like, look,
I had to be done.
look. Are you injured? Are you hit?
This is
You hurt?
this
Yeah.
is Maylor.
Mhm. Basically.
Or I say Orgoff. I'm talking to Orgoff.
Orgoff.
Hello?
Deron is speaking to you.
That's funny.
Yeah.
What? I just told him. I said I didn't know what else to do. He was taken over. He ran to the obelisk. He was entranced. I tried to stop him. Once he touched the obelisk, it was a whole thing. And I tried to knock him off the obelisk. He wouldn't come, so I had to destroy it.
I don't know what I meant. Me, I'm asking you, are you hurt?
I got a little bit of a shock on when the obelisk went down, but I'm okay.
You don't need any help or anything? Like, you don't need...
I'm down. I mean, I took a nice blast, but you know what I mean. I don't. I can lay on hands myself or something if I
said don't
need to.
touch
It's just, I
anything.
don't know what
No,
happened.
no,
I
no.
said don't touch anything. If
No.
you destroyed it, it's a stand here for centuries.
Orgoth shrugs. Sorry.
Maylor's about to have a heart attack, bro.
I look at
This has
Orgoff
been
and I
sealed
say,
for hundreds of decades, and it's been 10 minutes.
Millennia.
You've broken into it, which I asked you kindly for, but I also asked you kindly not to touch a thing. You've shattered it. Oh no.
Orgoth kind of hangs his head. He's like, I'm really sorry, but it was hurting my friend.
Here,
I look at Argoth.
take
It
this.
took control of my friend.
Take this. Take your friends. Leave me. I must figure out what to do. And gives
I
you
look
the
at
con-
Argoth and I just like, here, wait, look at this, okay? Trust me. I go behind, do my little magic, and I come back. Take this. With the same cup of saliva that you guys thought was a waste of time. That you thought was a waste of time. Take it. Trust me. It'll help.
I'm not drinking a cup of spit.
It's not. You don't have to take it if you don't want to, but it was just an offer, man.
Thank you.
Think
But I'm
you
not
don't want it,
drinking
or
spit.
think you... Okay, no problem. It's not just spit, but
It's a lot of
Okay.
Ray spit. That's a lot of Ray dribble.
It
I'm out.
smells like bugbear saliva and it makes you gag.
Yeah, we're good on that. I'm all set.
No? Okay, no problem.
Thank you, friend, though. I appreciate the offer.
No worries. Just trying to make sure you're okay. We can.
I do apologize to Maylor again. I do. I am sorry,
Just
but I didn't know what else to do. I was
just
yelling
take
for
the
you people to
po-
come
just
back.
take the potion. Get out. Thank you kindly.
Okay. Orgoth picks himself up. He drags Ray out.
Who's
Then
taking
I'm
the potion?
following Orgoth.
Who's taking the potion?
I'm not taking some dribble potion.
No, not the potion
Not
that Maylor
that.
got for Ray.
The amount of confusion.
Maylor
The
made a potion
madness!
for Ray. God.
You
The
rule
madness
the
is
day.
spreading.
One of you guys are gonna have it. You're gonna regret it. But I'm following Orgoth out, and if he needs help, I will carry Ray as well by the ankles again.
He made a potion for Ray.
It's fine.
Y'all need to do potions, something else.
As they
What?
drag Ray out of the chamber.
Why are y'all dragging Ray out when he made a potion for Ray?
I
Yeah.
said I took the potion. I took the potion.
So you're
Okay.
gonna
He
drag
hit
him
the
out?
Take it like
Give
Give
it
it to Ray.
Yeah,
Let
yeah,
him drink.
exactly.
Okay.
Stuff
Okay,
it in his
alright.
mouth so he can wake up.
All right, so I
Oh my
put. Listen.
The
Okay.
cup of,
Let's
take the
all
cup
take
of,
a breather
take the cup
and
of
let's
saliva.
listen very carefully.
Saliva in the mouth.
All right. So I put it in his mouth.
What?
I was just about to say that. What?
Oh no.
Oh, the healing potion, or whatever it was, right?
What Maylor made, yes?
Huh?
Oh my god.
Murder.
Come on,
help,
Mada, let me
police.
have a fucking moment here, bro. You just-
Murder,
come
help,
on,
police.
dude. I got this.
We just need Hey, I just need clarification.
I put
Because
it in
I
his
can like
mouth.
literally the way I see this going down. I was like, yeah, I put this in his mouth. He's like, what? Yeah,
Like,
the
what? You
the
have
cup
a
of
potion?
Maylor.
You have a cup of
Maylor,
saliva.
Maylor,
You
hey,
have
hey,
I
Mailer,
saw
the
this
Mailer
going
one,
2 ways, bro.
Okay.
The Mailer one.
Okay. There we go.
Okay.
You feed Maylor's potion.
Wait, fuck! I gave him the wrong one. God damn it!
As you feed
got the
Maylor's
dribble.
potion to Ray, you slowly wake up. And you realize, for the moment, you look around, and you don't recall immediately the names of everyone. But you're awake.
Ray, hey Ray, hey, are you okay, buddy?
Dwarf, what are you doing here? What am I doing here?
Here, take this potion and you will feel stronger, and you will remember everything. If you don't, then you'll just, not know anything. I don't know. I'm here to help you. I didn't drag your ankles kind of far. I mean, I wasn't doing all the work, but I helped. So just take it, and you'll regain your memory, man.
Make a perception
What is-
check, Ray.
What are you giving me?
I'm giving you hope, power, whatever you want to call it. I can't take it because I'm too small.
He's giving you a mug of spit.
I notice it. I probably could smell and know it's mine.
Yeah.
And just kind of sniff it and pour it out and be like, I don't even know you.
You know me, man. Come on.
Let go of my ankle. Let go of my ankle.
I'm not on your ankle anymore. I was just trying to hand you the cup of saliva. That is not only saliva now, but it's just a regeneration potion if you want to have it. But
Okay. No.
Okay, I'll just save it. I'll save it.
Save it.
Turn around and start trying to walk out.
He's not going to drink the whole thing and decide to spit it out. He's going to take a sip and spit it out.
Who,
If
you?
he decided. No, him. Like, if he decided to, look
If
at
he
it, or he
decided-
just said no. I'm going to save it. And it's going to be very valuable.
I didn't need it. And put it down, don't know you guys, and start trying to find my way out.
Okay. So Ray pushes past all of you. Takel and Kref are outside. Outside.
Yeah.
Wait.
As
Oh
Ray
my
runs
God.
away, I kind of just follow him. Like, I don't know what's going on anymore.
Ray, where you going,
Where's
man?
where's the steps up?
Yeah, you all start making your way out. Takel and Kref have been outside for a moment or two.
Right.
Run into Thoric, who's been waiting outside.
So we're outside. What now? You see him coming.
So
I
basically,
just asked the Keller,
Don't
"Are you
speak
okay,
at once.
buddy?" I mean, I don't know what happened there for a minute, but didn't look good.
No, I was running away from everybody, not just outside.
oh no, I was following you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't stop when you get outside?
No,
So you-
no.
Takel's been making a beeline.
Yeah.
For what?
Where's the nearest tavern?
At this point, Orgoth's like, I'm with Ray. I'm like, I don't drink, but now I think maybe it's time to start.
Oh Lord.
I'm kind of done with this. He's like, I don't know what's going
I
on with these
think-
obelisks, with
I
these
need to-
things. I'm done.
How far back
Just
does my...
wanna-
Well, if I don't know these guys, I don't even know that I've been captured by drought. Yeah, I'm just... I'm heading to the bar to go make some money. Don't seem to have very much money on me.
After a few moments, and Orgoth agrees to go with you to the bar, you instinctually, oh yeah, Orgoth. He's a guy. He's a fighter.
Undertooth. Yeah. I think
This is it's all getting weird, my friend. And yes, we are friends.
you kind of look familiar. Friend? Yay.
Yeah, trust. You can trust me.
Beer. Come on, let's go get some ale. I gotta clear my head.
I go with Ray. I'm like, I think I need one too.
Do you know where it's at? Orgoth?
I don't know. Do I know where it's at? If I do, then I point the way.
You're asking me that?
If I know where the pub is, then I go. I
course.
think there's a pub down here. Let's go.
Yeah. You guys have been to a tavern. You guys had a room for You guys purchase some rooms.
Oh, we're still close to that.
The Stonehearth.
The
Yeah, you can be. You can just make your way to there if you
The
wish.
Stone-
Stonehearth. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
let's go to
Oh.
the Stone Hearth.
Small rooms. As you start making your way to the tavern, Ray and Orgoth, Ray, you start remembering some names as they come up. You see Daron catch up to you guys, and you're like, dwarf guy, Daron.
You don't
so-
mind me. I've been around.
Why did you try to give me spit?
It wasn't
Oh,
spit.
Takel, you okay, bub? You're looking a little rough there.
I didn't run back to the inn, or the I didn't. Run
He's
back
just
there.
running away.
Oh, okay.
I guess
My bad.
Breathless trying to find him.
Yeah, no.
I keep running.
So we're back there, right? Can I go out and go to a potion person or something?
Okay. So Ray and Orgoth go to a tavern. Takel and Kref are on their own.
Stoneheart.
Daron, you want to go look for potions? Yes.
Yes, so a potion maker specifically.
Magic
Ones
shop.
who
Yeah, that's fine. What are you looking for?
Should we regroup?
want to turn the saliva into something great.
Okay.
Oh
Kind of
my
getting,
God.
I'm kind of getting my memory back. Should we
So I can
should
just
we
keep
regroup?
saying-
I don't know where anybody went. Everybody's running around like crazy people right now.
It's okay.
And the only thing I can think to do is go back to the tavern and hopefully they meet us here.
That's reasonable. So
Don't touch the walls.
No, don't touch the walls. That's good. It's good advice.
Takel, Kref,
That's me.
you're making your way through Blingdenstone. You're trying to get as far away from that chamber as you can. The memories of what happened. Kref, what are you doing? Following him.
I try to yell his name like, Takel, slow down, bruh. Don't worry, you're not in trouble. I'm trying to keep the same pace. I'm trying to slowly just keep up with him. Because running by yourself in a place where you don't know what's gonna happen is very bad, especially you by yourself. So yeah, I keep running after him, trying to make him stop running. And if he keeps running,
As you're following Takel, you notice
Running.
you notice deep gnomes that watch as you are chasing him down. Some look like curious at what you're doing, but there's one that has a very familiar smiling grin as you're sort of following him.
Oh wait, you said deep gnome?
They're all deep gnomes, yeah,
Okay,
but one of them
one of
has a very obvious grin that looks familiar.
I sort of want to stop and insight check, but I don't want to stop because I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose Takel, so I just focus on chasing after Takel to catch up to him.
Okay. What are you doing, Takel?
I was basically just wanting to like run until to a point where it's like I just feel like I can't run anymore, and then like just kind of stop, and I'm like I just fall, like kind of sitting down, grabbing my head, just mumbling to myself like, what the fuck is going on? What's going on with me? What the hell? Just doing stuff like that.
Okay. Finally catch up to that crap.
All right, what do you want me to roll
For what?
to catch up to him?
No, you've caught up to him. Stop.
No,
Oh,
I
caught up.
told you. I told you I stopped and like I
Okay.
basically like just grabbed I'm grabbing like my head, just like eyes wide open, just mumbling to myself while I fell to the ground.
So I catch up to him, and I'm doing that old like, oh man, I ain't ran in a long time. Oh Lord, you can really run. Give me a sec, hold on. I'm out of breath.
What's going on?
I need to do some Thai ball. Let's exercise. All right, Takel. Listen, man. Whew. I don't blame you, and I don't even know what happened, but what happened back there? Whew. I mean, what Orgot told me that you were touching the black obelisk, and then the whole room just lit up with, I guess, those names that are on the wall. And then to try to stop you, he cracks the obelisk. And then I realized, like, wait, he cracked the obelisk. Oh man, you know how many centuries of history was in that thing? Every time we go somewhere, we destroy something precious. I'm tired of this. But anyway, how you doing, man? Like, what happened?
That's from the guy who wanted to kill the flail snail progeny, but that's okay.
Excuse, I was under orders to do that. It's an A and B conversation.
Okay,
As
got you.
he's
I'm just
as he's trying to
I
get
know, I
through,
know.
as he's trying to get through to you, Takel, you just know a fact now. Like Phaserus amplifies emotion-based spells. Enchantment and illusion magic become unpredictable in its presence.
And I think like what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna be like mumbling that, like just randomly know that fact. Like, how do I know this? How do I know this?
Yeah, runes carved into moving stone take longer to fade if etched during a lunar eclipse underground.
oof.
Yeah, this is just
I
all
hope
stuff
it's
that
not going to
like
be a quiz.
this is just all stuff that I'm like mumbling, craft and everything, and it's just, and then like afterwards, like what's going on? And so I didn't really like hear anything that you just said.
All right, bro. Look, you look super stressed. Take a breath. Breathe. Breathe through your nose, out through your mouth. Through your nose, out through your mouth. Whatever happened, we can process it together. You're smart. I'm somewhat okay, but we could probably find a solution to whatever you saw. I
The
just read
el-
a book that just, huh?
the elves of the Third Age sealed their greatest secrets in living trees that bled silver when cut.
Does he just blurt that out?
Yeah,
Yeah. Hmm.
I don't know what that is, but
Exactly.
I don't know what any of that means. But I read a book, and the book sort of gave us some context of what might be happening in Blingdenstone, and it's not good. The Pudding King's realm, or whatever you want to call it, his plane of existence from the other side is getting closer and closer to our plane of existence. And if those two ends meet and he's able to cross his entire army over here, not just the Underdark will be in danger, but also the whole uh top side. Oh my goodness. The above level. What's it called? The surface. There we go. The whole surface will be in danger. Now, whatever you saw when you touched the obelisk might also help us have a key to stop the Pudding King and his plan. But you're the only one that can decipher it. And as of right now, you're the only person that has those names or whatever it is connected to anything because the obelisk is now in shatters. But wait, I wouldn't know that. I have a general idea. No, that's too risky.
Don't
No,
freak out. Don't
especially how
freak
you,
out.
yeah, especially how your brain is right now. I don't even want give you the idea of that. But it could
Mm.
help us if we do need answers. But I just want to see, how are you doing, my guy?
The last fact that comes into your mind, Takel, before you regain consciousness, or focus, rather, is you can lie to a god, but only once.
it's like after I say that, I guess I'm just like, I kind of like just let go of my grip on my head, and I'm just kind of like leaned over, and I'm like, and then I look up at Kreth. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. These are the answers I was telling you about, that I wanted.
The answers that you wanted.
Yes, about what's
How
going
does
on.
Okay, first, all right, let's backstep. The last thing you said, you can lie to a god, but only once. Have you already done that?
I don't know.
You can lie to a god, but only once. Can I do a history check on that line
Sure.
to help me get some kind of clue? 15.
Not in any history that you've ever heard of.
Okay. You can lie to a god.
What happened?
Well, what we found out is that Orgot said you became underneath some kind of trance or somebody possessed you. I have an idea who might have done it, but I can't be too sure. And then you started walking toward the obelisk, and then you reached out your hand, electricity started sparking. He tried to stop you. He failed because he ain't that strong.
Well, I didn't want to hurt him, but that's okay. Say what you want to, Craft.
Nah, I'm gonna say it just like that, just because you're not
Yeah, yeah.
here. Yeah, he failed.
Hmm.
He ain't that strong. But you touched the obelisk. When you touched it, a beam of energy came out, and the wording on the walls all lit up in different colors. Blue. Well, this is what I've been told. Blue, gray. Was it yellow as well? Well, it was a
Yep.
multitude of colors that came up on the wall. And then I think Orgot said you started spitting stuff underneath your breath, but I don't think he could hear it. By the time me and Duran showed up, he already cracked the obelisk with the pickaxe. And as much as we know, you just took off running. And then I started following because, we in an unfamiliar territory. We don't want you either get kidnapped, lost, or dead. And then you started spitting those three lines, you can lie to a god, but only once. And I forget the other two that he said before because I was pretty much yambling. But yeah,
It that wasn't me at the obelisk. At least I don't think it was.
I look like you.
It. I don't know what's going on.
Well, how about you start from the beginning? Who are you? No, I'm joking. I mean, I don't know really much about you and about your. Cause you're a war. No, you're not a warlock. So it's not your patron. Like other than like your past and like who you are right now, I don't really know much about your past, your history.
Apparently, I don't either.
Oh yeah, I forgot you said you suffer from amnesia.
I never suffered from any amnesia.
Well, you just don't know your past. Well, you will right now. No.
As far as I remember, I was kidnapped when I was really young by the Drow, and I've been a prisoner basically ever since. Sold around, given to a sorcerer in Min's Barada, and the sorcerer's who gave me this, and he holds up the arm, and then given back to the Drow. Just been a prisoner most of my life. That's all I know. That's all I am.
Also sounds like they experimented on you too. Am I correct or no?
And like you say that it's like Takel he wants to answer but he just doesn't because it was like almost kind of like a PTSD kind of flashback just remembering that.
Mm. All right. Well, it's I can't even say it's been a long day. Well, it's been a chaotic, couple of hours. Why don't we head back to the inn where everybody else is at, and then just talk about everything that we found out, and then see what we want to do about the king. Because I gotta tell everybody else about the plane of existence that's getting closer and closer to the Underdark.
Right. That thought I heard you say something about that.
As he explains that, your mind just goes impossible. The demon lords are already here.
Yeah.
Well, excuse me, not everybody was blessed to touch the obelisk. No, I'm joking. All right, so we head back to the inn and meet up with everybody else that's there.
Okay. Daron, you go to the magic shop. You give them a cup of spit and ask them what.
They're on.
Daron.
Sorry.
You have a cup of spit and an extremely well-off magic shop, and ask them what.
Hey, I have this cup of saliva here. Do you think that you could find a way to make this saliva a more beneficial factor for me and my friends?
Make a charisma check.
Oh no. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, as the elderly gnome is disgusted by the smell, she goes, "Well, aren't you a cute one?" And her hand waves in the air, and you see a shimmer of magic.
Oh, nice. What does it do? What did it do?
You awake.
I
And
awake? Wait, what?
You awake, drenched in water, in an alley, 2 blocks from the magic shop.
What?
Show me where the bad man touched you.
Covered in water, not saliva.
But I was like, fuck, man.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no real good saving throws for banishment. So, Daron, extremely soaked in water, in an alley, with an empty cup. What would you like to do?
I guess go back to the tavern. Since I got kicked out. Apparently.
As you squash your boots, soaked, socks too, make your way to the tavern. Eventually, Kreth, Takel, Ray, and Orgoth, you are all together at a table. Food has been ordered. Your time is yours. Takel.
What a day.
As you sit down and regain your focus real quick. Sorry, Ray. It'll be quick.
It's okay.
You now have access to this. And your intelligence is increased by 2.
What? Whoa!
Hell yes.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
That's for Daron?
No, that's for me.
For
Takel.
Oh, for oh.
Oh.
Daron drinks the spit and becomes the smartest being in the world. So, with archived in mind, when you are required to make a history, religion, or nature check, you can choose to make an arcana check instead, treating it as if it were the original skin.
Cool.
All right, so You're all sitting here. What would you like to do, Mr. Ray?
It's been a day.
You do
Go
recall
in
everyone's names
library.
by now, by the way.
Yeah,
Everybody needs
yeah.
to come.
Don't touch walls and stay away from library, guys.
I mean, I get the Rawls part, but like not all libraries.
I don't think I'm invited back to the library personally.
Yeah, or Goth. Yeah, I think you're pretty cooked.
Sorry.
Nah, it's all right. We probably
I
would
was
have done
trying
this.
to help Takel.
We get that. You're a good person. It's just so sad that a decade of information is now in crumbles.
It's okay. It's not my
But
information.
I did find out about some of the demon lords, and I tell them like the information about like how the plane might be coming closer to existence, and yada yada yada.
The demon lords are here. If the plane's coming closer, they wouldn't be here. So the plane or the gate at least might be here.
I believe the gate's already here, but I feel like he's trying to bring his whole army to this gate.
All his minions, yeah.
Yeah. And I think the reason why he's doing it on Blingdenstone is because it's the closest point to the surface. So when he's able to take over all of Blingdenstone, he can basically just go straight to the surface and take that over as well. But I didn't know. I did also learn too. Well, no, never mind. I didn't learn that. We sort of all knew about it because we were there and doing that conversation. Going underneath the castle is a no. There's acid that's there, plus his oozes could be there too as a trap. So I guess the best way in is through the main gate. Ideas, concepts, functionality of a plan. Anybody? Or do y'all just all just stuck just drinking and eating?
Orgoth's done making plans. He's like, I don't know what's going on anymore. He's just like, this is enough. Enough is enough. Give me something to fight or forget it.
I don't think we've done nothing but frontal yet. Things ain't gonna change. It doesn't look.
Did the best I could with the situation at hand. It seems like I did the wrong thing, but
Okay,
is
so
what
how
it
about
is. Can't take it back.
okay, so how about this? What about tomorrow? We do that. Let's pretend to leave thing, so they give us our weapons back. Um, put pretty much all our items in Takel's bag. Walk back through. Shut up.
This fucking. Oh man.
Walk back through after after a couple of
Forgot
hours.
something. Oops, we forgot something at that tavern. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no! I know.
Zeus, that's Ananda.
I forgot my
And then-
cheese puffs. Oh no! I know.
Oh no, I know. And then make our way to the castle and try to see if we can get an audience with the Pudding King. Ugh. But at least at that time we'll be actually prepared to fight because we'll have our weapons.
I will deal with this Jedi slime myself.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Have we noticed anybody walking around with weapons on their back after they went to the? So let's say like they bought weapons from like one of the shops. Do they get to keep those weapons as they just walk around in town?
the city of deep gnomes, you notice everyone that has been wandering around has a light hand crossbow or something. All the guards seem to be armed. The earth elementals are weapons of their own. People buying stuff seem to be fine. You are outsiders. There's difference.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Who knows what will happen
Has,
once people notice you have weapons.
yeah. So yeah, okay. So it was a good thing that I did put the javelins and my axe inside Takel's bag. Okay.
This Orgoth dumps his warhammer. Doom. Another.
All right. Does that sound like a plan, y'all?
As good as any I've heard.
Yeah.
Let's do this,
You want to go out the gate, get our stuff, put them in the bag, then go back in.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's
Well,
do it.
we're gonna have to go in a different place, otherwise they're gonna be like, we just gave you your weapons and you're coming
Exactly.
back in. Let me have your weapons
Exactly.
again.
Yeah. That's why I said we sort of wait outside for
Just
That's why I say we
Just
sort of wait outside for a couple of hours.
Oh no, we got.
waiting for the
Sorry, I'm
guards
gonna
to
stop.
shift.
I'm not here.
Maybe if there's a shift change at the gate, we can maybe try to get back in, but it's never gonna work with the people who are giving back us our weapons. They're gonna be like, well, what did you do with the weapons we just gave you? And even I can figure that much out.
Yeah. Something's fishy going on here.
What happened to
Is there
them?
any way to break into the city or break into the area without being seen going through the main gate? Is there another way into the into Blingdenstone other than the main gate?
Could be. Did a smuggler had a
Maybe
way?
that's what we need. Maybe that's what we need to find.
Can I? Okay, because this is bothering me. Can I do a history check? So, like, can I do like that history check on that deep gnome that recognized me, that was smiling, like as a flashback?
The
I
smile
think I know
looked
who it was, but
very similar to potentially other deep gnomes. That may or may have not transformed into oozes.
He might have just been possessed by an ooze.
Probably. But I want to see if I feel like if I seen him somewhere before. Can I do a check?
Sure. No.
15. Okay.
I've not seen them
All right.
before. The smile is familiar, not the person.
Oh, the smile is familiar.
He could be possessed and he has the same dopey smile as somebody else that's possessed, like a Joker smile.
Would I recognize the smile from a different person, or it just seems familiar?
As Orgoth speaks up, as Orgoth just said, it may be that the smile is familiar because the last time you saw that smile was on the faces of the deep gnomes transformed into oozes.
The oozes, yeah.
Maybe that's the tell.
The smile.
The goofy smile of the vacant smile.
Yes, I see. Yeah. All right. All right, let's call it a night and let's just do that plan tomorrow. Get our items, see if we can wait for the shift change or go to a different area or a different checkpoint that let us in.
Who can we ask the tavern keeper if he knows any alternate way to get into the city besides the main gate?
Oh, there's different gateways you could take. Most of them have been sealed up. I wouldn't imagine getting through there anytime without any extensive digging. Also, they're probably being watched too by patrols of other earth elementals of the sort.
And there's no other way in other than these other potential gates that you're saying.
Not that I know of.
There's not a sneaky back door.
Persuasion check.
Hmm. Come on, Morgoth. What do you got? Ooh, a decent roll.
No, I wouldn't know anything about any of that. Now, if you want to pay up your tab, that'll be 50 gold.
50 gold.
Yes, I have all manners of delicate meats and beverages. Your tab will run you 50 gold.
For everybody.
For everybody.
Everybody got to pay 50.
No, for
No,
everybody. For
Oh
everybody.
50
Oh,
is
for
total.
everybody. Oh, for everybody. Okay.
Morgoth pulls it out of his pocket and just drops it on the counter. He's like, whatever, here's your 50 gold.
As you place it on the table and lean away, he grabs you by the hand. If you follow the southern shadows, there's talk of a smuggling route down there. I don't know where it is, but they say it stinks of the old acid caverns and cisterns that we funneled all of the drow fluid from. All the acid we used to kill the bastards reeked of their blood. That's where they funneled it.
I look at Kreth and say, yo, this might be our move. I don't like the sound of the acid tunnels, but at the same time, if we get our weapons, we don't have to confront any more guards and we can just come in here. And if we get back into the public area, we can just hide our weapons in the bag until we need them. But in the meantime, we're armed, and maybe this is our other way to come in here.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good plan.
We need to figure out how to get to it from the outside.
If only we had a smuggler.
Or it's a rough map. I asked the guy, can you draw us a quick map? And I throw him another 5 gold.
I don't know the place myself. I've never been. I've just heard rumors. He pushes the
But you
gold
know
back
the
to
area, right?
I don't
You
know
possibly
anything.
where.
I know nothing. Follow the smell. You'll know.
Follow the smell. Okay. Thanks.
It'll burn your nostrils. That's how you know you're getting close.
Any ideas, anybody? Other than that, it's off to bed and then off to try to find this smelly place tomorrow morning.
Yep, we could try to find a smelly place. The only issue is if there's oozes or acid in there, we're sort of done for.
Well, you know there's going to be.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the back door to this Pudding King at the end of the day.
I'm down to try it. We just gotta have our wits about us. Make sure we have enough potions.
Or we can go shop. We can do one more shopping trip in the morning before we leave if anybody needs any healing potions or something.
Yeah. I got
How
2
many did
healing
we
potions.
get in the last 2 days?
So far, I have 2 regular potions of healing.
I
And
got
then
2
one-
regulars.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm down for that idea. At least to try to take the tunnels just to get back into the city, and then we just hide our weapons in your bag,
If we come into public.
and then we can just make a beeline to the
Pudding
palace.
King.
Yep.
Yeah. Sounds reasonable.
Yeah. Everybody okay with that plan?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
You
So-
hear deafening throughout the city a voice announced throughout the taverns and buildings that echoes. My dear Blingdenstone, you've all worked so hard to put the pieces back together, patching tunnels and sweeping dust, carving out little lives beneath the stone. As your king, all will come to a peaceful resolution soon. The ritual of cleansing has begun. Trouble not. Hunger will be a thing of the past. Menzo Branson will no longer be a threat. The Underdark will be our home forever. We will endure. After this ritual, nothing shall be left standing before us. I look
We hear all
forward.
this.
Yep. I look forward to our unity. And then it cuts out.
Pretty creepy.
Bit creepy.
So, your plan has been thought up. You are all together once more. And with the announcement of the ritual of cleansing beginning, that is where we're going to end it. So, thanks for watching our stream. We have a lot to work towards. We're going to end it here early. So, yeah. If anything you missed, catch up the VODs on the YouTube channel. YouTube.com/the Mada Zitro. And, yeah. We'll see you next time.